Good afternoon. I am Joe Hunk. The Tennessee Titans have released their full preseason schedule. Their first preseason game is going to be on August 11th, and they will be traveling to Baltimore with kickoff at 6:30. Their second preseason game will be on August 20th against Tampa. That kickoff is at 6 o'clock, and their third and final preseason game against Arizona will be Saturday, August 27th with a 6 o'clock kick as well. And the PGA Championship is currently going on. Tiger Woods, not the best day. First round, 74 in his first go-round. And this weekend is the last weekend of the regular season SEC baseball, and it starts tonight. Number 1 Tennessee is in Starkville to take on Mississippi State. First pitch at 6, and Vandy hosting LSU at Hawkins Field. First pitch at 8 o'clock. You can watch that on ESPN2. For all your foundation repair and all your waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, that flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, and home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
I'm looking her in her eyes.
Weird
Babsy,
things happen.
this is what I'm telling you right now. Right here, right now. You are talking to not a subpar, not a okay, not a above average. You're talking about a great athlete. You hear me? Anything that can be done shall be done by me. You understand that? So you put me up there on the mound, I'm going to put it on. Steve Ike.
We'll get to Nick Saban and Jimbo
What you looking
Fisher,
for, Babsy?
but we've got business to take care of. Ron Slay attempted to throw the first strike.
Hi.
What's up, Babsy? How's everybody doing out there?
See, what had happened was
You know what, man? It comes a time in every man's life where all I'm saying is I'm here for all the slander, all the crow that needs to be eaten. All I'm asking is just warm it up for me. Just put it in the microwave, warm it up for me nicely, and
add a little sugar.
No, you ain't got to put no flavor on it. I just take this straight up. I take it straight up. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna duck it. But
There's no way to duck it.
It ain't.
Unless you were standing between you and home plate. You would not have been able to duck it. It did not go well the first pitch.
No.
In fact, that might have been the worst first pitch in the history of First Horizon Park.
You know what? We got to check that.
I wouldn't go
We got to check
far.
that. We got to check that. Because, listen, I want to be on the list if it's a list.
For the amount of hype that went into it, yes, that's 100% accurate.
All right, so we need to walk people through if they didn't see. The video is on our Twitter feed at 3HL1045.
In all its glory.
I said last week when you started to talk about this thing, you need to be spectacularly good.
Right.
Or spectacularly bad.
Correct.
You were.
Which one?
Spectacularly bad.
Okay, thank you.
So, I mean, I legit last night said, did he do that on purpose?
She did. She leaned in to me and said,
because it was that bad.
She said he had to have done that on purpose.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Babsy. If it would have been great, would we have talked about it?
Yeah.
How long?
So now,
I'm asking a question.
Not
That's all I'm
very,
doing.
because Nick
I'm just asking
Saban
a
and
question.
Jimbo Fisher decided
Yeah,
to go
but this was
score.
before they came out. This was before.
on each other.
Yeah, this was before. This was before.
Yeah, you should love them today, actually.
No. Listen, I've been waiting on it. It's cool. You know what I mean?
They removed
So you're
Slay
trying
from
to
the
say
headlines.
you did it on purpose?
No, I did not say. I didn't say that.
This is what he's trying to insinuate.
No, I
right,
didn't.
so-
No, I did not say that.
So the day started really well. Slay showed up with his own baseball.
That's right.
I noticed that it had a signature on it.
Yes.
It was an autographed baseball. I assume that he took out of Lil Ron's room.
I think it was something in that baseball. Now that I think about it.
We put a picture of the signature online. Never got really anywhere with that. Somebody thought it was Arthur Rhodes, which would have been really random because he was a left-handed pitcher for the Orioles like 20 years ago.
Totally random.
And not very good. So, I mean, no need to have him autograph a ball.
So maybe that's who it was.
And then about halfway through the show, we get word that Booster is down on the field and wants a word. So Ron Slay steps out on the lanai at 3rd and home, and Booster has a sign that tells him to keep his shirt on.
Correct.
And I think that's where things
that throw you
began
off?
to spiral a little bit.
You know, go ahead, Yor.
I've got some other thoughts on this.
Okay.
You
I got some
also chose not to eat for the first time I've ever seen you in a restaurant not eat at all.
This is true. This
You
is true.
didn't eat.
I was trying to get in the zone.
Then I thought you were going to take a shot to loosen yourself up before you went down there. You didn't do that either.
Didn't do that one either.
So what I'm saying is we didn't get the real Slay down there on the field.
Okay.
Then a lot of people pointed this out on social media. I did not notice in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
You stepped on the third baseline.
Yeah, see, I've never even heard that.
That's
you
bad
didn't.
baseball. You went against the baseball gods.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, I'm not never.
The flamingo was non-existent too.
Yeah, it wasn't.
He gone.
He did try to pick off. He did try to pick off the runner at first, and a lot of people either thought your technique there was
I liked
really
it.
good or you balked.
Balked, yeah.
Okay. Should I have thrown the ball to first?
Well, no,
Then
because
you had to go get it.
Maybe I would have had another one in my pocket.
oh, is that a baseball in your pocket?
Oh, you mean one that was juiced up better?
You know what I'm saying? Hey, who knows?
Juiced up ball.
Who knows?
So wait, let me get to this, Babs. So Wade says, well, the guy on first is now at third after a balk and a wild pitch. May have to go with Babs to get out of the inning.
Babs will get us out of it.
Yeah.
So then
closer should have came in.
Slade kicks up the leg.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at his target,
Right.
which was Booster,
Was Booster.
the rooster,
Without question.
with a gigantic glove.
humongous glove.
Like couldn't miss it.
Couldn't miss it.
And
Oh,
Slade
actually could miss it.
spiked the ball into the ground, and it rolled to the backstop.
Yeah, I did. And he made me go get my own ball, which he's supposed to go fetch.
I mean,
I
not
looked-
damn right on that.
I was shooting everything, so I shot the ball going to the backstop, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw your nephew, RJ.
Yeah.
And he looked very dejected, very disappointed in Ron.
Okay, so let me say this. I hate to be the one to let everyone down. If that's what happened, I let everyone down. I'm sure people didn't lose sleep over it. If they lost anything, it was sleep over hurrying up and getting to 104.5 so they can bash me, which is cool, and social media. And guess what? I accept it all. But you know what hurt me the most?
What hurt you the most?
What hurt me
hurts the most?
This hurt me,
Being
man.
so close.
Like, this woke me up out my
Or
nap,
not.
man. This woke me up out my nap.
Today?
Yeah,
Oh,
it hurt me.
anxiety.
Coach Mack, man.
Coach.
Oh, did he text you with
No,
a,
he
with
was
a
on-
little Coach
He
Mac
gave me the
emoji
yeah,
guy?
I always get them, but
Yeah.
this was different.
I heard
him on
but-
J. Martin Ramon's show.
Oh, that's what it was, yes.
Hey, man, you can hear the hurt in Coach Mack's voice, man.
Mm-hmm.
And right then I said, man, redemption must be done.
Yeah, because he called you an athlete.
AF.
Mm-hmm.
This is correct. So out of everybody I let down, me, myself included, Coach Mack is the one, man. So I got to redeem myself for Coach Mack. But listen, I think, man, somebody put something in my drink. That's what I really
Your
think.
little Celsius drink
I
that
think
you
I
had?
think somebody put something in my Celsius drink, man. I'm gonna be honest, but you know what I mean.
He did get a glass with ice in it.
I'm
and
telling
then
you.
poured his Celsius drink
Guess
into
who brought
the
it to
glass.
me? Guess who brought it to me?
Who brought it to
Who brought me that glass of ice?
I did, but that is.
I just know. I listen.
Don't you
All
put
I'm
that on
saying
me.
is, Babsy. I know. You know what I mean. Me failing would inspire so many to be able
Don't
to.
you put that on me, Ron Slay.
I'm just saying, Babsy. You were the only person that touched anything that I had. Anything in my possession. Babsy touched my ice, and I don't know what.
Oh, come on.
Just saying, man. You know, I don't put it
wanted
on you. I'm
you-
just saying. I'm just going back, looking over the film, and taking my steps back throughout my day.
I wanted you to succeed. Hey, this is when I knew that
I don't
we
know
were
if-
in trouble.
I don't know that that's true. Slay.
I know that's
Thank
not true.
you.
She ain't fooling me.
No, Slay. Remember, Don was
Oh
on
wait,
your. Hold
I
on.
thought you meant his.
No, come on now.
Remember, Don was on your side
I was
yesterday.
on your side. Go
No,
ball.
We got a
Go
fan out of that. That's
I
all
go
that was.
ball.
She was just giving you out.
I think Davenport secretly wanted him to bounce it.
Go ball.
Without question, this is better. See,
Okay, I'm gonna have to go in there and delete that drop.
this is better. This is better
Real
for radio.
quick, because we're gonna spend most of today's show on Nick Saban
Without
versus
question.
Jimbo Fisher. Nick Saban is going on satellite radio at 3:30, so we're gonna have clips from that. Also,
Does he apologize?
or go back at him?
Got to go back at him now.
I hope he goes
He
back
got
out.
to.
At some point, Coach Prime's got to say something.
I can't wait for that. That's going to be the best.
He's currently writing exactly what he's saying.
This is going to be amazing. So we're going to do all of those things, and we'll play some clips when we come back and invite Ramon Foster into the mix and get his take. He played in the SEC, obviously, at Tennessee. But first, Chris is at Spring Hill. Chris, what's up?
Hi. Hey, what's up, guys? Can you hear me?
What's happening, Chris?
Yep.
Hey, Big Slay.
Talk to me, baby.
I'm right there with you, man. I'm right there with you. I threw a first pitch out at that ballpark. Well, it was actually the old ballpark.
Greer Stadium.
Yep.
Playing sports my whole life, too. And I didn't think nothing about it, man. They offered it up, and I went out there, and I skipped it. Skipped it right in the glove.
Oh, at least you got the glove.
Though, so I got it. Yeah, well, I mean, it hit the glove, but it hit the ground first. So, but I got a 10-year-old I gave the ball to. At the time, he was like, 5. And I told him, I threw out the first pitch. And now that he's older, he's like, Dad, why is there grass marks on this ball?
That's so good.
I love it, Chris. Thank you, bro.
But, hey, yeah, man, y'all have a good one.
All right.
Appreciate it, Chris.
Jake and
That's
Brentwood.
great.
Jake, what's up?
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
What's up, Jake? It's early in the day for you.
We love you, Jake.
You got to love him.
I love you guys. RSS. I'm gonna walk you through it. This is what happened.
Okay, talk to me.
He got all this information. Keep your shoulder towards the pitcher. Look for the face mask. All that was going on. But really, here's what happened. He was walking through the concourse, and he was smelling the hot chicken, and he was
Funnel
he
cakes.
was enjoying everything.
He got distracted?
And then he got on the mound and he's looking at the rooster. He was hungry.
Yeah, Jake, talk to him, Jake.
He was hungry. He was hungry, and all of a sudden he's like, I think I'd like to get me some mountain oysters. And he just tried to die. He just tried to roll that rooster up. That's what I know happened.
Hey, Jake, see, that's what I'm talking about. These are the people I'm talking about, man. Jake, thank you for that, man. See, I knew there was some inspiration involved in this somewhere.
Hungry.
Yeah, Jake, you figured it out. Yora gave you all the ingredients for it, and you figured it out, man. That's it, man.
Why
I'm starving.
Why doesn't that rooster have lemon pepper on it? Yeah. I don't really know.
Why he ain't rolled up like a gyro?
That happened at Kramer in Seinfeld one time. He started seeing people as chicken. Or was that Newman?
No,
that might have been
it was
Newman.
Kramer because it was Kenny Rogers' chicken was right beside his room.
Roasted
Hey,
chicken.
man.
TK says this just in. Don Davenport sabotage Ron Slay next on 3HR.
I'm telling the people know. The people know, man. You can't hide it from the people.
Ramon Foster coming up next. We'll get into this Nick Saban and Jimbo Fisher stuff. Basically a two-topic show on 104.5 The Zone.
One of my favorite and probably your favorite things about betting sports is that, I don't know, you're probably always finding a new player prop or game prop that you like on Fanduel Sportsbook. You can combine prop bets from multiple games and now even multiple sports. It's called Same Game Parlay Plus, and you can find them only on FanDuel. Combine NBA playoff player props you love with your favorite baseball home run hitters, a chance to score an even bigger payout. You don't want to build your own Same Game Parlay? Check out their popular Same Game Parlay sections where you can join the bets that other users are jumping in on. That's what I do. If you're new to FanDuel, sign up with promo code DAWN, DAWN. You get your first bet risk-free up to $1,000. Make every moment more. Download that FanDuel Sportsbook app. By the way, that FanDuel Sportsbook app is so easy to navigate. You know me. I like simple. Use promo code DAWN, DAWN. They know I sent you. And navigate the FanDuel Sportsbook app easily. And there you go. You can combine some of your player prop bets. You do have to be 21 and older and present in Tennessee. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit. Expires in 7 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Tennessee Redline 1-800-889-9789.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Some people think they're God.
Yeah, that's what was said.
Man.
One of the things Jimbo Fisher said today. We'll get into that. But I'm trying to think of what order we should do all of this. Let's go ahead and bring Big Ramon.
Savagery.
And Ramon's intro will air before Slay and Don's intro. How about that?
Oh.
Who the hell are you?
Ramon.
You know. Say my name.
Ramon.
You what? Say my name. I don't have a damn clue who the hell you are. Yeah, you do.
Do you respect the bad guy? Ramon.
Ramon Foster was at First Horizon Park with his son, RJ. RJ looking up at big Uncle Slay. Ramon looking at his brother. Take on this big moment. And he watches his brother stroll out to the mound. He's just flowing out there. Looked like he was on a moving sidewalk.
Like a flamingo.
Slay stands on the mound. He checks the runner at first. And then he fires home, Ramon.
Fires.
From your vantage point, you had a different view than I did. From your vantage point, what did that pitch look like?
I sat back from a distance, Brent, and Don and Joe, because I had to get the whole picture, number one. But secondly, I had to make sure I could get out of the way of the baseball because, John Robinson called me 5'2", so I had to have enough distance to get out of the way of it, okay? And I was expecting some heat. And all we got was skipped rocks, y'all. That's all I'm telling you, man.
Like an old country guy.
Hey,
at the lake.
But you know what, though? You know what? This coming from my guy, man. And my guy they said he disowned me from the family, man, and put me on his wife's side of the family. This is how deep this done went. I never thought I'd see the day.
He's just going to hang out with Keith.
Yeah. It's just me and Big Key just rolling around. That's what's up. Me and Key on the front porch. We can't even be on the back porch.
Hey, Ramon, while you were there, did you see Slay have to sign anything with that ink that he was talking about with that contract, or was that just a restraining order after he hit somebody with the ball?
Oh, my.
That was a restraining order. That's all that was.
Well, for those
that
don't know, Ramon Foster recently threw a first pitch at a Nashville Sounds game.
I gave him crap about his, too.
Yeah, so take that, Don. How you feel about taking that every day on 3HL now that your partner in crime, Ronald Sylvester Slade, did not even
Why did you wait,
excuse
me. Hold on, wait, excuse me. Babs, let me ask you a question while we got Ramon on the phone.
Go ahead.
Why did you give him crap?
Because he didn't throw it from the mound.
Okay, all right. Now moving on.
If you would have thrown it where Ramon threw it from, it wouldn't have bounced in.
I could have hit somebody over there third home from now. That's so close.
That's right.
Just saying.
Teammate.
There you go, Babsy.
All I'm telling you is you let Dolly down. And I heard you speak about Coach Mack because I had to ask him the question. You let Coach Mack down, Savage, and what's so crazy, he respected you enough to spell athlete ASLETE.
That's right.
Which lets you know how serious he thought of you.
Now, guess what, Savage? Before we move on, guess what I said, though, man? Out of all of it, man, that's what hurt me the most. I thought Coach Mack was going to crown y'all show, man. Like, I had to text him after and say, hey, Coach Mack, I apologize. Wait on my redemption tour, man. I ain't going to let you down.
What's so crazy is we pretty much just had to segue the entire segment. We had to start talking about charity. We had to start talking about old stories.
Yeah.
We didn't even really want to talk current sports because he was just reflecting so much on how you let him down.
Yeah, he was emotional. And if you want to hear that interview, go to the J. Martin Ramon podcast and check out Coach Mack. Obviously, Ramon, the news of the day beyond Slay's failure on the mound is the brawl we've got going with Nick Saban and Jimbo Fisher. For those that haven't heard, here is some of what Nick said. We want to play this for you so we can do this all in real time and get your take on what's going on because obviously you played in the SEC. This is some of what Nick Saban had to say.
But I know the consequence is going to be difficult for the people who are spending tons of money to get players. And you've read about them. You know who they are. I mean, we were second in recruiting last year. A&M was first. A&M bought every player on their team, made a deal for name, image, and likeness. All right, we didn't buy one player.
Wow.
All right, but I don't know if we're going to be able to sustain that in the future because more and more people are doing it.
Do you think that Nick Saban is just freaking out because everybody, like a lot of schools are setting up these collectives and are ahead of the game, and he doesn't really know how to respond? So what does the guy that doesn't know what to do? I just said do on the radio. Anyway, what does he do? He just starts saying words publicly. And I'm Nick Saban. People will listen to me, and they'll do away with the NIL. Like, what is going on here?
Man, I'll say this to start it off. He lost me when he said we were second in recruiting because that told me everything that we needed to know. I'm not saying Nick feels like he's losing. Which one do I call him, Nick or Saban, or Nick Saban, Coach Saban? Which one is it? Because I heard he's particular about it.
Czar.
The czar of football. That's what Jimbo says we call him.
Or God.
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 Yeah. But my thing is this, though. When he prefaced the entire statement by saying that lets me know that either he feels like the doors are closing in on him, he either can't understand it, as you just said, Brent, or the fact that now the playing field is about to get even. The one thing that I said this morning when we were talking about it in the green room was this. We're living with the idea that Saban has always had a rule on it because he could always say he could coach the hell out of anybody. Come here, you have a better chance of going to the NFL. Now he's in a position where money is being involved in it. And it's the one thing about the free market is if you can afford to pay for guys, you can get guys. So now these coaches who can probably coach just as good as Nick Saban can also go get those same athletes because it's a free market right now. And I think that's the part of it in which either he's challenging his boosters or the fact that he feels like he's about to get lost in it, or his coaching is about to get challenged even more than it ever has because it's a better playing field for everybody else. Think about a university like Tennessee. Like, think about us. The one thing we've heard about the Aspire Collective and everything else is the fan base is motivated to win. So when you have that and people are going to donate and you can get those same athletes and be in the same conversation at least as Nick Saban, you got to feel that a little bit at his heels.
Big savagery, Ramon Foster, at Ramon Foster. Here's
what are you running, a half marathon right now?
You got to get into walking.
Working out for that next first pitch.
He's trying to walk away from the dog so the dog's not barking in the background.
Nah, I'd rather just get skipped around.
Oh.
See, and the funny thing, somebody else took a shot at you, and you brought it right back to me, your brother-in-law.
Bounce with me.
And look what he do to the brother-in-law.
That's because baby Babs and me are cool now.
Oh, no, y'all ain't. No, y'all ain't.
Here's some of what Jimbo Fisher had to say talking about Nick Saban. He's going off because he didn't get his way. Check this out.
It's a shame that we have to do this. It's really despicable. It's despicable that somebody can say things about somebody and an organization. More importantly, 17-year-old kids. You're taking shots at 17-year-old kids and their families. And they broke state laws. They're all money. We bought every player on this group. We never bought anybody. No rules were broken. Nothing was done wrong. It was all in the way we do things, the ethics in which we do things. And these families, it's despicable that a reputable head coach could come out and say this when he doesn't get his way or things don't go his way. The narcissist in him doesn't allow those things to happen, and it's ridiculous. But when he's not on top, and the parity in college football he's been talking about, go talk to coaches who coach for him. You'll find out all the parity. Go dig into wherever he's been. You can find out anything. And it's a shame that you got to sit here and defend 17-year-old kids and families and Texas A&M because we do things right. We're always going to do things right. But we're always going to be here.
For those that don't know, Ramon, obviously Jimbo Fisher coached under Nick Saban as an assistant coach.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's
opening up a massive can of worms right there.
Because now former players are tweeting, y'all say y'all haven't been taking money. I was offered this.
Right.
Oh, and see, that's the only thing I didn't like about Jimbo's rebuttal was he kind of made it personal.
Yep.
Okay, but Nick made it personal,
right, that's what I was
Ramon,
say.
don't you think?
Well, Nick did too by also calling out Dion. That was just like a blatant shot right there. Like, why did you say this kid got $1 million? We don't know that to be true. Then the kid tweeted out the same thing also. So I'm looking at him just like, well, I'm almost siding with Jimbo. simply because Jimbo knows him, but Jimbo shouldn't have went personal with everything that he said. Think about this. The ongoing joke in the SEC is what? Go to Alabama and get you a charger. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that Saban acted like they hadn't done anything when everybody could tell they got a little bit of something, even as much as they've won. Like, it's got to be the craziest thing ever. And I'm glad it's happening. As a Vol fan, let them all burn down.
Let them all burn, baby, burn. Well, you know, it's interesting because it's almost like two fighters. Like Jimbo and Nick Saban are standing in the ring, and Nick Saban's got a little blood over that eye. And Jimbo's like using this to attack him because Nick Saban never said he cheated. But Jimbo used that today. And, I mean, it's almost like he's going 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 on that puffed out eye. And he's just using this as an opportunity to kind of hit Nick Saban over the head.
It is. It's so much in it, man. And I'll say this. Jimbo probably had to come out and defend himself or those athletes. It's because he's got players on his team right now that probably didn't get that big NIL deal as those new recruits are getting. So because of that, he's got to defend them and say it's not their fault that they're getting paid. They just came out at the right time. And the guys that are there already will get you when we can. So he had to do it with this class to help every class after this one.
You know what, Savage? Like I'm more interested. Like we have this going on with Jimbo and Saban, but I'm more interested in you just mentioned Coach Prime responding and what it could mean for recruits leading down the line from this point on, because you have recruits. The young man coming out and saying that, man, if he gave me $1 million, my mom's still living at home with 5 kids in a 3-bedroom. Like, so what are you talking about? How do you think this response? What is the response from Coach Prime and the kids that are being recruited by Alabama now?
Well, Coach Prime is pretty much still on the fact that he won because of social media.
Right, correct.
This is a DB that came in and wanted to be coached by him because he is one of the greats, one way you said it or not.
For sure.
And the other half of it is Jackson State ain't even got close to the budget of an Alabama or Texas A&M. So for Nick to say that to a coach that he's not even in direct competition with, other than the fact that he lost one recruit. He lost only one, and I'm sure Nick Saban and Alabama were in on this kid that Jackson State ended up getting. That ought to tell you a little bit of the insecurities of Nick Saban, or maybe the idea that he is a guy that's just not ready to get knocked off his throne. Deion didn't deserve that. That kid didn't deserve that. You mean to tell me that winning is the only thing that they're selling Alabama on? Like, let's be serious about this. All of those 5-star guys are looking for something. And Nick Saban has had his fair share of them. And now, as I said, with NIL is what it does, it evens the playing field. And I'm all about that.
By the way, Nick Saban walking it back said, quote, "I should have never singled anyone out. That was a mistake. I apologize for that."
See what I'm saying? Now we're getting down to the crux of it all, simply because whether Nick was just super comfortable or he was getting nervous.
Yeah.
He don't backtrack if he didn't feel that way.
Yeah.
Y'all know I'm an Alabama hater, so I got to say that too. I'm okay with that.
We know where it's coming from.
Yeah, exactly. All I've been saying is every SEC expert we've had on our show since I've been doing this radio 104.5 is, when does it break up? When do the top 7 or 8 teams that we see every single year break up? And now this may be the start of it, or at least
I think it is.
Because
I think it is.
Why do we continually have to go through the same cycle? You know who's going to be there. Brent running down. Who's going to be there this year? Georgia, Alabama, potentially Notre Dame may give a sniff, but after that, who else we have? It's the same crew. We're watching right now Clemson take a nosedive because their coach won't play ball with NIL. So guess who benefits from that? Tennessee,
everybody else.
South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia.
Elijah Simmons, who played at Pearl Cone and plays at Tennessee, defensive tackle, great kid. I've had the chance to be around him quite a bit. Yep. He tweeted this: the schools with the best NIL right now are Texas, Texas A&M, Miami, USC, and Tennessee. All schools who have sucked for a while, but have the resources and tradition to be great. That's why Saban doesn't like it. Don't get it twisted.
Hey, not one lie being told about this. This is a kid that's in it right now. I told you, it's about the level playing field. I'll say this, though, too. Saban and Jimbo going at it like this, it's probably what's going to bring the regulations.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yep.
I mean, because regardless of how much we enjoy this and all of that, it's still big picture. It's a bad look.
Yeah, it's messy.
It's messy.
It's very messy. Yeah.
It's and Jimbo Fisher basically just almost threatened to expose, the almost the like college basketball underside of college football that a lot of people know exists. But that's basically what Jimbo said.
So this is the other side of it too. Why is Nick Saban, so mad about this NIL era? When I just looked at an article from 2014 where the Alabama Boosters bought his house. He put it up on market. They bought his house, and they're paying the taxes on it, the property tax on it. Also, he had a lake house in Georgia for $10 million, a $10 million lake house. He put it up on the open market in 2014. Alabama Boosters bought it. They bought it, and it's still in his name. Why wasn't he mad about that? Why didn't any fans get mad about that? They get mad about NIL deals also. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
I love
That's
it. I can't wait till Coach Prime says something. Hopefully it'll be today while we're on the air.
Please come on, Coach.
You guys will have it tomorrow morning, and here we go. I mean, May 19th, college football, scorched earth.
Hanging in the balance, baby.
I love it.
Hey, Brent, I know your wife is a monster realtor, okay, and all I'm telling you is, if she put one of his houses up, the commission going to be crazy, man. And Alabama Boosters are bound to buy it.
They'll buy it for anything.
Alabama Boosters, reach out. I'm here. All right, see you, man. Good stuff, Ramon. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right, Ramon Foster, weekday morning 6 to 10 on J. Martin Ramon. He was out of breath. What do you think he was doing?
Out there walking, getting a little walk in, a little cardio. That's all.
That's what he said when I got him on the phone. I'm just out here, about to start my walk, get it going.
Yeah. Lines are.
Is that really what he was doing?
Yeah.
Lines are loaded. People want to talk about Saban and Jimbo and Slay's first pitch.
Bring it.
Here we go. By the way, Greg Cosell will join us at 4:20. The best film evaluator that's out there. He has Ron Slay's film from his first pitch, so can't wait to hear what he has to say.
You got to study the tape. Hey, to get better, you got to study the tape.
I can't wait to hear this.
That's right. All right, we'll be right back on 104.5 The Zone.
How many days did it take you to get Mr. Jones into his house?
19 days.
That's fast, but that's not fast enough. Keith, come on over here. Cindy needs to buy a new house. How many days can you close it?
14.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Get pre-approved for your next home loan today at thehomeloanexpert.com.
Everybody needs a gifting responsibility person in their life, and that person is Salem Amamali, and you need to meet him at Brentwood Jewelry because these guys can help you out. Brandon Amamali, all the crew at Brentwood Jewelry, they are there ready to help you with any of your gifting responsibilities. I ran into Salem today, as a matter of fact. Always great to see him. And one of the best people out there, and you need to get to know these guys because they'll be able to help you no matter what's going on, birthday, anniversary, Christmas, whatever you got going on. Graduations are going on. 2022 graduations are here, so celebrate them with a memorable piece from Brentwood Jewelry. From a premier timepiece to a custom ring, necklace, or earrings, Brentwood Jewelry can help you find the perfect piece to commemorate this special time. Maybe you have a family heirloom that's precious to you and you want to customize that for your graduate. The team at Brentwood Jewelry can transform it into a beautiful piece that they will wear every day that is unique as your graduate. I've got a bunch of watches from Brentwood Jewelry. I told Salem I need to come see him to get a little maintenance, get the batteries going right, and we're going to get that done very, very quickly. 7012 Church Street in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. Exceptional style, exceptional deals every day for more than 50 years. Visit BrentwoodJewelry.com. Three HL 1045 The Zone. Slay threw a spectacular first pitch.
Talk that talk, y'all.
It was spectacular.
Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm. Have you talked to your old basketball coach since that first pitch?
No, I haven't.
I just want to know if he was proud of that bounce pass.
No, I don't. I didn't. No, see, he couldn't be because I didn't pass.
Coach Steve.
I put it in a hole. See, listen, when you step outside your element, man, this happens sometimes. You know what I mean? So you take it, you know what I mean? And you roll with it. You know what I mean? You roll with it. I'm with it.
I'm kind of going with Dawn. Like, I think you're kind of approaching this from like a boxer perspective, and I think it's a brilliant move.
Okay.
Because you've set up fight number 2.
The redemption tour. is going down. But you know what I do have a question with?
Right, Babs?
This what I do have I have a question with. Everybody that was out there, before we go to the phones or whatever we're doing, everybody out there had a Sounds jersey on. And I didn't have a Sounds jersey. And I'm trying to figure out my man Charles, I think is his name.
Oh, you're saying that contributed to the bad throw?
Yeah,
That
man, put me in the baseball mindset, man.
You didn't feel a part of the team.
Come on, man. Y'all just got me out here.
Gotta get, who do we need to hit Chad Seeley up?
Yeah.
We got to hit somebody up. Hit Booster up. Booster's known for giving out gifts. He gave Baby Babs a heck of a gift that brought bonding together yesterday.
He gave Baby Babs a Sounds Booster bobblehead.
Yeah.
In backstory, her 10-year-old stepbrother has a Derrick Henry bobblehead that sits by his bed. So every night before we go to bed, Baby Babs has to go in and say hi to the king and tap the bobblehead of Derrick Henry before bedtime. So then she got her own Sounds Booster bobblehead, and you'd have thought she hit the freaking lottery. She ran back and forth to Slay in that suite at least 50 times to show him.
By the
She
way,
was so excited.
all this talk about extending Derrick Henry, why in the hell would you do that?
Yeah,
The only thing
that would
I
have to be
can think
fans talking.
is from a salary cap hit, right?
I don't know. I mean, he doesn't have any more guaranteed money. I mean, he's under contract for 2 years. His analytics numbers last year before he got injured were not good.
You got to leave that alone.
And look, I love Derrick Henry. Take the emotion out of it.
Yep.
Running back is a position that falls off the planet.
Yep.
I mean, how many times do we talk about that is the position where 1 year you're great and then next year you're done. It's over.
I think he'll be great this year, but to extend him past 2 years?
It's foolish.
Anyway, 615-737-1045. That's an aside. The SEC released a statement.
Oh,
Did they?
Here we go. Greg Sankey's like, oh, crap.
Greg
What y'all got me
Sankey,
in?
the commish says, quote,
It just means more.
the membership of the Southeastern Conference has established expectations for conduct and sportsmanship that were not met last night nor today.
Oh, he's saying Nick Saban and
Both y'all out
Jimbo
of
Fisher.
order. To the
Publicly called on the carpet. By the way,
Publicly shaming him.
By the way, SEC spring meetings, Memorial Day weekend.
Like 4 days away.
It's coming up. That's why Lane Kiffin put out a tweet.
Oh, of course he did.
Of course.
Love
SEC
it.
spring meetings coming up, and then it was like the Guns of Navarone or something. I don't know.
Rambo loading up.
All right, lines are loaded. Let's go to the phone. 615-737-1045. Bubba in Dixon, who is now a Tennessee fan for a year because Slade did not throw a strike. Is that true, Bubba?
First and foremost, can we back it up 2 days? Because that was my birthday 2 days ago, so I know exactly when it is.
This is true.
Bubba, I got a gift for your birthday.
That's fine. Can we do?
Oh, that's a beautiful, beautiful sound for our dear Alabama fan,
Wait.
Bubba.
What else did I hear in there?
Go Vols. Oh, no, stop
not
throwing
yet.
money.
Oh, just, hey, go, close it. We got this, bro. Hey, let me rip this stupid Band-Aid off. Go Vols!
Oh,
Yeah.
that was very Slay-like.
Yeah, Bubba.
No, it was. Unfortunately, I got to interact with that because I'm finding more and more out about this whole pitch and all that. I got you, Ron.
Thank you.
Said, I got you. I'll support you. I think that was this is like Throwgate, like little Tom Brady. I'm just letting you know. Also,
Throwgate.
let's do some house cleaning. Hey, somebody needs to send Ramon a daggum ambulance. If he's walking, he must be mall walking like a 90-year-old.
Hey,
You
listen.
ain't keeping up with him.
It's hot out today.
Hey, fire and paramedic personnel, listen to us. So
Go to Hendersonville right now.
Right now. Be on standby.
They're aware of the situation.
Yeah.
Oh, they better. Did you hear him talking? Oh, my Lord. Mark,
He's not
I'll
wrong.
have your picture first thing tomorrow. I told you, I'm man of my word.
Thank you.
Oh, very nice. Hey, Bubba,
Yes, ma'am.
I need to know how you feel about your coach spouting off yesterday. Yeah.
I can't. I'm a Tennessee fan now.
Good timing,
Timing
Bubba.
is everything, Bubba. That's my man.
Hey, you want to talk about perfect timing? Hey, Josh Heupel didn't say a word. I'm just going to let you know.
Oh, that was so well done, Bubba. Man.
Let you know. Just so you know. But,
That was really
good. Ron, I want to tell you one thing, bro.
Yeah, talk to me.
I'm not mad.
But
I'm just disappointed.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll fix that, Bubba. I won't let you down.
I didn't watch the pitch. I didn't watch it. I turned it off, dude. I sat there. I built a little fire, had me a little smoked old fashioned. It's like, this going to be a good day tomorrow. And then I hear Ramon, who's probably, oh, Lord, somebody check on him. I'm serious. But I heard them talk and say, oh, Lord, yeah, that was not good, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And then I go, well, let's see, how can we do this? Nope, there's no explaining what you did. I guarantee you overthought it, did all that. But you know what?
Uh-oh.
Bubba, don't cut out on me.
The number 1 seed, home field advantage. Derrick Henry's back. The hype is there. And 3 interceptions.
This was RT-17 performance.
Comparison.
It was
yeah, you need.
That was a
bro. The next time I
postseason
come to a live show, it's going to be a sleigh with a 17 jersey on. I'm just going to let you know. I got to get you back. But you do owe me one UT football game so I can get the full experience.
Okay.
Oh, that's true.
But I'm a man of my word.
I got you.
From here to now to next year, I'll take care of it.
My man.
But you just disappointed me. I'm just disappointed in you because I know you could do better. You just overthought it.
I think a lot of people know we can do better, Bubba. We're going to get it. We're going to get it, man. Just fight with me, man. Fight with me.
Run the 40 at least so I can go, well, told you, Don, he can run a 5 flat.
I got a glimpse of that yesterday. I wouldn't go in on that.
We saw him run at the bar.
Yeah,
I wouldn't go double or nothing.
I'll double down. I'll take that bet too. Anytime he wants a bet, I got his back.
That's
I'll
my
take
dog.
it and do stupid stuff.
That's my dog.
Y'all have fun. Thank you, Ryan, for messing up the pro. Love you, mean it. Bye.
That's my man. That's what I'm talking. Loyalists. That's what I need.
Bubba and Dixon said,
give me loyal riders with me.
Give me loyalty or give me death. Or liberty. Yeah, Bubba said, if Slade doesn't throw a strike, I'll be a Tennessee fan for a year. He's an Alabama fan.
That's right. Welcome to the party, baby.
So he's yelled, go Vols. Okay. There's more to this Greg Sankey statement. I'll read that for you when we come back. Also, more of your phone calls. Jimbo v. Nick. More next on 104.5 The Zone. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That's where you can get that next new vehicle if you've been thinking about it for a while. Maybe you've got something sitting in your driveway, or maybe you're sitting in it right now that's not as reliable as you need your vehicle to be. Maybe you've got repair bills that are adding up, and you need something new. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram can help you out. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle, they can help you. If you're looking dealership to dealership, make sure you include my guys at Gupton because they are the best. I've bought multiple vehicles from my guys at Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram and absolutely love them. You will too. Check them out online. GuptonMotors.com is the website. The entire inventory is there. All of the dealership information is there. So if you're looking for a Ram truck or a Jeep or a Charger or anything you might be looking for, they'll be able to help you out. Go take your test drive, ask your questions. They'll have the answers for you. No pressure at all because their goal is your goal, to get you in the vehicle that's right for you. That's it. And that's what will happen. You'll go inside, they'll help make the numbers work. It'll be that easy. That's Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Good afternoon. I am Joe Hunk. SEC baseball this weekend. It actually starts tonight, and it is the last weekend of the regular season. Tennessee and Mississippi State get going tonight at 6 o'clock, and Vanderbilt hosts LSU tonight at 8. You'll be able to watch that game on ESPN2. Jimbo Fisher and Nick Saban, their rivalry is really going to sort of heating up, especially in the last 30 minutes or so. Commissioner Sankey released a statement, and just a few moments ago on Sirius XM, Nick Saban was on, and he said that he regrets at least one thing.
Yeah, well, first of all, I should have never really singled anybody out. That was a mistake, and I really apologize for that part of it. But I'm not against name, image, and likeness. I think it's a great thing for players. Our players made a lot of money last year in name, image, and likeness. But, I told our players to, get an agent, get representation, make what you can make. Players have always been able to work, and I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, do it the right way, like you said they do. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans and home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. What up, Nashville? Brent Doherty with you. Beautiful day in the Music City. If you're out there, out and about, honk for the people. It's that time. Let it loose. Let it fly. Don Davenport is here.
Hi.
That's Buck. That's Buck.
Twitch, please. Twitch, please. Twitch, please.
Somehow you made her sound like a Stepford wife there. Like she's a robot.
Wait a second. Hold on a minute.
Hold on, wait a minute. There's Ron Slay.
What up? What up? Hey, I'm in the building.
I thought he was just going to skip your intro today.
I seriously thought about it.
Now we got a lot going on.
I ain't got no rules.
Gotta respect my
Now,
people.
you guys know I'm taking mental notes, too, of everybody, don't you? Now, I am accepting all my crow, but if there's mental notes being taken, a slay is like an elephant. He never forgets.
Boy, that's a long list of mental notes.
Oh, yeah. And hey, believe me.
Need a new pen?
A time will come.
PGA Championship, Rory McIlroy leads the golf tournament with a first-round 5 under 65. Jordan Spieth and Tiger Woods played with him. Spieth plus 272. Tiger, 7 bogeys, 3 birdies, 8 pars, 74.
Hot in the first 9, too, man. It was good in the first 9.
Plus
Yeah,
474.
so much for that 20 grand.
Will Zalatoris, as Chris Vernon in Memphis says, sounds like a store in the mall, is tied for second with Tom Hogue at 4 under par, 1 stroke back. Matt Kuchar, Answer, both at 3 under par, 2 back. And your boy Xander Schauffele. 2 under par. So that's what's going on there. That's what's up. Nashville SC won last night. They haven't lost at home in like 300 games.
Hey, don't fire. Ties and wins, baby. Ties and wins.
I mean,
all goes in the same category. You get points.
That's right. What would a tie have looked like with your first pitch?
That would have been, I probably would have got stuck in his beak. Booster's beak.
Next time you're going to let one loose, aren't you?
Now, somebody's head going off. Somebody. Kid, a dog.
I feel like we got in your head.
By the way, Slade did
Why would
throw.
you do that then, Babs?
I didn't
If
mean
that's the
to.
case.
Yeah, you're taking some heat, Babs, on social media.
I'm taking some heat.
People are blaming you.
Oh, that's
Babs
wrong.
just spiked me, y'all.
Come
She
on.
spiked me. She spiked me.
Slade did throw a warm-up pitch. It was like 200 yards to Booster, but he missed Booster and hit a kid.
In the knee.
I mean, legit. We have it on video, but we can't put it out there because he legit hit a kid in the leg.
It was Booster. I don't know why he would tell me to throw it right there.
I think that was Booster's fault, yeah.
Yeah, man. He's just going to sit there and watch the ball hit the kid.
That's
man.
when I knew we were in trouble.
All he had to do was put his hand out, though.
Well,
He
at
just sat
first
there
I was
watching.
like, oh, it bounced and hit the kid. Nope. Tagged him.
Nailed him.
I mean,
By the way, no children were hurt
Right.
in the filming of Ron Slay's
Of
first
the pre
pitch.
of the
We're
pre
good. Yep.
the pre stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
So Nick Saban and Jimbo Fisher are going at it. We need to play some of these cuts, don't we?
Yes.
Don't we? Hunk. As he's editing.
What are we going to do? Are we going to do like...
Let's go through a couple of Nick Sabans
Okay.
that led to Jimbo Fisher. Go through Jimbo Fisher.
Okay.
Greg Sankey released a pretty lengthy statement. I'll read that.
Greg Sankey is like kids.
He's like a fourth grade teacher.
I'm going to need you to come to the principal's office, please.
You sit over
Nick,
there.
you sit over there. Jimmy, you sit over there.
Don't look at
Split
each
it
other.
up.
I said don't look at each other.
Yeah.
I thought I wasn't going to have to worry about you two.
Turn
Out
your
of the
chair
other
around.
14, it wasn't you two.
No,
calling
this
your
is
parents.
like, Nick, really? Really, Nick? I mean, you are the model
Yeah.
of a coach in this league, and you're going to act like that?
I expected more out of you, Nick.
Now, Jimmy, I
Jimbo-
expected this out of you.
Jimbo, you're in here a little too much.
Yeah. I'm actually
You're
just
too
proud
much.
of you that you spoke
Yeah.
clear enough and slow enough for people to actually hear you talk about Nick
Yeah.
at this press conference.
And then the principal's door opens and Lane Kiffin walks out and says, "Hey, boys." Nick Saban calls
I
out
see
Texas.
the SEC shorts already.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
I see
you know
it.
it's coming.
Nick Saban calls out Texas A&M.
I know the consequence is going to be difficult for the people who are spending tons of money to get players. And you've read about them. You know who they are. I mean, we were second in recruiting last year. A&M was first. A&M bought every player on their team. Made a
You
deal
know
for
who they
name,
are.
image, and likeness.
But I'm going to
All right,
mention
we didn't
it
buy
anyway.
one
Yeah.
player. All right, but I don't know if we're going to be able to sustain that in the future because more and more people are doing it.
He's
I mean,
mad at the
that's-
NIL situation. There's finally a situation in college football that he can't figure out how to get on top of.
That he can't control.
Cut-
And
that's-
he can't control it. Yeah.
Yep. Golly.
He
I
also
get it. I'm a control freak. I get that feeling.
He's
and now
frustrated
he's
with it.
like, "Ugh,
Yeah.
I'm not in control.
Let me tell him about it. Let me tell him. Well,
we were not in control of that first pitch yesterday. I mean,
No.
that's a lot like what's going on here.
that is. So we need a rebuttal.
It's a similar deal.
Hey, you just write in your middle notes. I've said nothing.
I'm saying lots of things.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What about looks? Like, do looks go in the middle notes?
Well,
No, they can't. They're not documented.
Booster had looks, so his looks are in there.
I just don't want to set the precedent that looks go in the mental book.
The funniest
Those
part of the
photos.
Nick Saban portion of this is that he threw Jackson State and Miami out there too. Like, might as well, right?
Right.
We have a rule right now that says you cannot use name, image, and likeness to entice a player to come to your school. Hell, read about it in the paper. I mean, Jackson State paid a guy $1 million last year that was a really good Division I player to come to school. It was in the paper, and they bragged about it. Nobody did anything about it. I mean, these guys at Miami that are going to play basketball there for $400,000, it's in the newspaper. The guy tells you how he's doing it. So, but the NCAA can't enforce their rules because it's not against the law.
Coach Prime has been quiet since this happened. He did say
he's dropped a couple of nuggets on
he
social
did say he
media.
woke up to this.
Yeah, he know what to do. That's
So
one thing you ain't got to worry about.
What's he doing? Is he waiting for all of this
To make an
Jimbo
entrance?
stuff to die
He know how
down?
to make an
And then
entrance.
he's like, tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm coming big.
Ain't no coattails for me.
I'm swinging for the fences
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Introduce me properly when I come in the room is what he
Yeah,
wants.
so when the mushroom cloud hits, eventually it dies back down,
Right.
and then
When the
he'll drop
dust
his
settles,
He'll be walking in.
He'll be like, hey, this is a real mushroom cloud. Here you go.
Watch this. Yeah. Yeah.
Hold my
he threw,
beer.
the funny thing is, I wonder did he throw basketball in there with Miami because Nate Oates was sitting beside him.
Oh.
I wonder.
Oh, that's a good point.
You know, like, I'm not going to get under this train by myself. Come on with me, Nate.
Yeah.
Remember we just talked
Or,
about this in the back?
hey, boosters, I'm not just talking football.
About
I'm talking
football.
basketball.
Because he does take care of all the
programs.
programs. Yeah.
See, it all comes back around to Booster, the rooster. These stories are intertwined.
Look
These
at the
events.
Yar on fire.
I mean, at some point, Greg Sankey's going to release a
Yes, he
statement
is.
about Ron Slay's first pitch.
He should. He should. I got some questions for him.
Can I say this real quick about Saban, though, when he's saying, oh, look, they're bragging about it in paper or whatever? Nick Saban has literally dropped the numbers of what their kids make.
Yep.
And I know it's his argument is that the recruiting part is where it can't happen. The newcomers
get
coming
there.
in. But once they get there, it's free reign. But I love how he's like making that line of, oh, well, we're doing it right because I'm bragging about it after they're here.
Yep.
He did it again. He did it again on SiriusXM. He said it again as well.
Talking about how many millions his 25 players on the team made. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that part. Jimbo Fisher, did Nick Saban reach out after he made these comments last night? That's number 4, Hunk.
Have you had any contact with Nick since?
No. Oh, he's called.
You just didn't take the call?
Not going to. We're done.
Okay. And
he shows you who he is.
Wow.
That's how you hit him. I will not relinquish control. And me being able to hold this over his head, he will not be able to walk this back. I've been in his office and watched him walk many of problems back before. This won't happen. If I'm Jimbo, I'm Jimbo's psyche and just talking right now.
Would you have answered?
No, sir. Not at all.
I wouldn't have either because this is like the third time Nick Saban has brought up Texas A&M specifically in booster meetings, in media sessions, in Alabama club appearances, all that. I wouldn't have answered either. I'd have been like, oh, you're too late, buddy.
Yeah.
You're too late. Press conference, 10 a.m.
We'll get it.
Now, Nick Saban did not accuse Jimbo of cheating, but that kind of led.
But he basically did.
Yeah.
I mean, buying players you can do. I mean, if you want to call it that, that's legal now. If you want to call it that.
Well, he was saying it wasn't.
He's saying if you buy them as an enticement to get them to go to school, like supposedly you're not supposed to accept anything until you're at the university
Correct.
day one.
Right.
But Saban said today on SiriusXM that he did not accuse Jimbo of cheating. But that's what led to this little comment.
I'll tell you one thing. You can call me anything you want to call me. You ain't calling me a cheat. I don't cheat and I don't lie. So I learned that when I was a kid. If you did, the old man slapped you side of the head. Maybe somebody should have slapped him.
I mean, Jimbo is on fire.
See, he's going country on him now.
Yeah.
And that's why Greg Sankey was like, son of a, I got to get involved into this now. He's talking about slapping Nick Saban across the head.
Homie the clown coming out, hitting him on top of the head with the sock.
That's the country.
That's-
You heard the country coming out in it,
So
too.
did, yeah.
Jeff in White House. Jeff, what's up?
Hey, man. Hey, I think why he's a couple of segments ago why he's out of breath is because he's whistling past the graveyard. I'm old enough to remember back in 2013 when Gus Malzahn was going to push Nick Saban out of the league, and he had this hurry up, no huddle offense, and everybody said, "Oh, Nick Saban can't keep up. That's why he's complaining." And then turned around and hired Nick Saban, hired Mike Locksley, hired Steve Sarkisian, and everybody remembered, oh, well, he still knows how to get it done. And then 2016 or
Hired
somewhere
Lane
around in
Kiffin.
there, And then somewhere maybe 2016, people said, oh, Nick don't like his players transfer. Now they can come in and cherry pick all these 5 stars, off his roster, and they go to Georgia or whatever. So Nick Saban said something about that. A couple years later, he gets Jamison Williams away from Ohio State. This past class, he got Eli Ricks, who's All-American from LSU. He just got Vandy's best player, which that may be a low bar, but tallest midget. But anyway, he did get the best player, right? And so,
He's a good offensive lineman.
Right. He is a good player. But and then today we're saying, well, he's coming out is because he don't like it. I think what he's doing is saying, I don't like this, and then he's also saying, but I'm about to have to do it. Now, my one thing with Jimbo is Nick, he's right. He probably shouldn't have called him out like that, but to y'all have pointed out, he never said they broke the rules. He said, I don't like this. Is this what we want?
Yeah.
And then Jimbo fell out of the back of the turnip truck talking about he's a narcissist. This dude thinks he's a god.
No, Jimbo completely used this to go at Nick Saban.
Yeah.
And here's it. Thank you for the call, Jeff. Appreciate you.
But in his defense, it's because he keeps getting attacked by Nick Saban.
But here's the thing, too. Like, the first person to break the glass, like, that's the hard part. But here come the other guys.
Yeah.
Now Jimbo has made it completely comfortable for other people to speak out. And that's what he did.
Not just speak out, but go at the GOAT.
Here's Sankey. The membership of the Southeastern Conference has established expectations for conduct and sportsmanship that were not met last night nor today. A hallmark of the SEC is intense competition within an environment of collaboration. Public criticism of any kind does not resolve issues and creates a distraction from seeking solutions for the issues facing college athletics today. There is a tremendous frustration concerning the absence of consistent rules from state to state related to name, image, and likeness. We need to work together to find solutions, and that will be our focus at the upcoming SEC spring meetings. As a result of public comments made on May 18th by Alabama head coach Nick Saban, I'm out of breath like Ramon. A public reprimand is issued for comments he made in violation of SEC bylaws 10.2.3 and 10.5.2 related to ethical conduct for derogatory comments and public criticism of another institution's athletics program. As a result of public comments made on May 19th by Texas A&M head coach Jimbo Fisher, a public reprimand is issued for comments he made in violation of the same thing related to ethical conduct for public criticism of another member institution staff. So there you go. Greg Sankey having to be a fourth grade teacher. When we come back,
but he did this.
I didn't ask you that.
Jimbo paid his players. So did you, Jack. Bryce Young get any money? Greg Cosell, executive producer, analyst for NFL Matchups, senior producer for NFL Films, the very best film evaluator, was sent a copy of Ron Slay's First Pitch. He will offer up his take next. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. You need a flooring project going on in your house, and from the design all the way through the installation, my guys at Buddy Allen Carpet One will be there to take care of you, and they're going to do it in an economically feasible way. Locally owned and operated by the Allen family for more than 55 years. Zach, Jenna, and Judson Allen are in the store every day. The showroom is in Lebanon. It is on Lebanon Pike. It is in Donaldson. 2405 Lebanon Pike and Donaldson, 615-883-3289, BuddyAllenCarpet1.com. 3HL 1045 this home. Brett Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. Producer Joe Hunt. On a Thursday in the Music City. Hope you're having a great day.
What's up, good people? Is everybody recovering? That's the question.
You got any shout-outs to people out there? Maybe the guy delivering beer to the convenience stores or...
Yeah, man, I got a couple shout-outs, man. A lot of people out there, man. I felt, walking down there, coming to the field, man, there was a lot of people saying, strike, there we go, Big Slay, let's this, that, and the other, you know what I mean? So, you know what, man? I got you, man. I got you on the redemption tour.
When you were done, we were walking through the concourse, and I saw a guy with a Boom Boom Room shirt on. He was walking away from us, and I said, there's a guy with a Boom Boom Room shirt on. And you go, Boom Boom Room. And he turned around and then turned back around like he was going to keep walking. He was, I think he was embarrassed.
No, he gave his hot dog and drink to his old lady, man, and came and gave me a hug.
It's old
lady. Old lady.
Yeah, that's,
What? You can't call it that anymore.
There went the female fan base that is on Ron's side.
My girl.
To his girl.
His lady.
Yeah, or his lady. There you go. You just can't say old in there.
Slay.
Maybe I'm.
I didn't even say. I ain't put the D on it. I say OL.
OLE.
Old lady.
See, that's the country part of Ron Slay. Kind of like, as Ramon said when he was skipping the baseball across the pond.
Skip.
The best film evaluator in sports, Greg Cosell.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait for this.
Joins us now. And Greg, number one, hello, welcome. How are you?
Hi, Cosell.
What's up, Greg?
Slay, really? Really?
See, Greg, I expect you to come on and give me honesty, man, right here.
He's about to give you honesty.
Build me up, honest.
I sent Greg a copy of the tape.
Slay, it's 60 feet, 6 inches.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really not that far.
Yeah. It's true. Guess what, though, Greg? I'm going to be real, and I ain't said this yet.
That's 20
Man,
yards.
that bad boy is further than it looks, though, when watching it and stuff. I'm going to be real.
It
when you
gets
get
in your
out
head,
there.
too.
Needless to say, you were not a baseball player.
This is true, Greg. We said this last Thursday, too.
So what did you think when you watched the film of Slay's first pitch, Greg?
Break it down.
You mean after I stopped laughing?
Well, okay, tell me this, Greg. Was it whole just side laughter or laughter like, damn, my man, how could he do this?
I think it was a combination of everything.
So was the release point bad? Like, what happened?
The ball hit the ground after about 3 feet. I mean...
Cosell's got jokes
So
today,
you're saying,
and I'm loving it.
You're saying if Ron Slay somehow scored a touchdown in an NFL game, his spike game would be perfect.
There you go. I
love it.
You know, I mean, I did play baseball, so it was kind of fun to watch, but
it's the entertainment.
We'll leave it
factor,
at that,
right?
I guess.
Yeah, sometimes you got to entertain, Greg.
I mean, he did try to pick off the runner at first. That
That's
was.
Yeah.
He was just trying to delay the inevitable.
Smart. That's what I'm
Sometimes pitchers do that when they're not in the right mindset to throw home. They will throw to first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get in it.
That's true. All right. At Greg Cosell on Twitter. Dawn, you got something?
I do, and I'm totally, and you might not have watched him at all, and I'm totally coming at you with a surprise, and he's not in the NFL, but just 5 minutes ago, Jordan Addison at Pitt officially said that he is transferring to USC now, the wide receiver for Pitt. I'm just curious if you watched any of his tape, and I know he didn't come out, but I'm just curious if you happened to come across any of his film.
Well, I did see him because of how much I watched, Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett. Okay, yeah. What's your initial?
Notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't taking notes on him, Dawn, because obviously he wasn't coming out. I mean, he's a good receiver. He didn't strike me as, and I could be wrong because I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
He didn't strike me as purely explosive. He just struck me as just a really solid, good receiver that I need to see him play this year. I mean, I guess he'll play at USC for 1 year, and he will put up numbers because it's Lincoln Riley and they have Caleb Williams, and they'll put up numbers in the pass game. I'm sure he left Pitt because I'm sure he felt that with a new quarterback, if he ended up with 50 catches, people would say he had a bad year.
Yeah.
Where now he'll go to USC with Caleb Williams and Lincoln Riley and catch 90 balls. And, depending on what it looks like, you can't always just say because a guy catches a lot of balls in college that he's a great prospect. But I think he's probably going to be viewed as a strong prospect. I don't know if he'd be a top 10 guy. I don't know if he has that kind of explosiveness to his game. I have to see him this year.
Okay.
So when you're evaluating players, how much do you look at the production as opposed to just the film evaluation?
It's a combination, but the production can be the result of many factors, Brent.
Yeah.
And you can't let, to me, reasonable people can disagree on this. To me, depending on position, you can't let production totally get in the way of an evaluation. You can watch a receiver who's on a team with poor quarterback play, which, by the way, there's a lot of that in college football. And I look at receivers and I'll see their numbers and they have 45 catches, and I'll end up watching all their targets, and maybe they have 95 targets. And I think to myself, God, they should have had 70 catches. The quarterback just missed him on so many throws when he was open.
Wow.
And when he ran a good route or did something positive as a receiver, but the quarterback was poor. So, you have to do that with all positions. It's just like, let's say, linebacker. You can't just look on a stat sheet and see, he had 105 tackles. That doesn't automatically mean he's a good prospect for the NFL.
Mm-hmm. That's really interesting. So you see a lot of that when you watch college football tape.
Yeah, college quarterbacks, I always hate to say this because it comes across badly, but, college quarterbacks, for the most part, are not great throwers of the football. There's a lot of college quarterbacks who are dual threat guys, and they're really, really good college players. They're just not really good throwers of the football, and they just miss routine throws.
That's interesting. All right, at Greg Cosell with NFL Films. Jarvis Landry on the move, goes to New Orleans.
Yeah.
How well does he fit into what they do and what they have roster-wise?
Yeah, they've got a really good roster, by the way. I think people are not looking at them that way because there's a new coach and because of Jameis.
Yeah.
People are uncertain as to what Jameis can be, but they really have a good roster. And I think now they're in a really good position at wide receiver because they've got the alpha dog back in Michael Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
They have Landry, who's an alpha dog in the slot, really, really good in the slot, which is probably where he belongs. And now they have Olave, who fits perfectly into that group because he's not a number one. And now he does not have to be. You don't even have to think about that. He can be the smooth vertical dimension who gives you something that changes the way defenses have to play, but isn't necessarily a high volume target guy. He doesn't have to be a guy who gets 100 targets. So they really have a trio of receivers that kind of fit every dimension that you want. So they are really good at the receiver position. And they still have some, fourth and fifth guys who can make plays.
Yeah, Marquez Callaway, former Tennessee receiver.
That's right,
Yeah, and he had a good year last year.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, he did with everybody being out. Let me ask you this. With Jameis coming into this situation, is this a situation with you watching him before? Can it be too many options for him? Is he a 1-2 option type of guy? Or is he able to scan the field and keep AK Kamara involved and
That's
stuff like that?
Question, yeah.
Well, that's a coaching deal and a play calling deal, and they've got the same offensive coordinator. So, Jameis was off to a very good start a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
They were 5-2. I think they were 4-2 when he got hurt in the fifth game against Tampa, a game they ended up winning at home. But they were 4-2 in his 6 starts, and then that 7th start he got hurt. And he had 14 touchdowns, 3 picks. He was actually playing well. Now, is Jameis always going to be the kind of guy that makes a throw or two that you scratch your head? Probably.
Mm-hmm.
But, he was a number 1 pick in a draft for a reason. He throws the ball well. I had an opportunity a number of years ago to actually talk to Jameis. He's really smart. He loves football. I mean, he sees the game. He thinks the game. He just has that part of him where every once in a while he does that stupid thing. But you can line up and play with Jameis Winston. It's, again, I'm not going to sit here and say he's going to have a great year and they're going to be 14-3, but this is a good roster, and he is an NFL quarterback that you can line up and play with.
Yeah, obviously threw a ton of picks at Tampa Bay. And
he did that 1 year.
Yeah.
Prior to that, it wasn't bad. That 1 year when he threw 33 touchdowns and 30 interceptions.
Yeah.
I mean, that was bad, obviously. But interceptions, Brent, you have to look at every interception as an individual play. It's another thing. You can't just look at a number on a page. Look, obviously 30 is too many. We know that. And many of them were poor. but you have to look at interceptions as individual plays.
Well, this is where I was going with that, because that whole risk it, no biscuit thing, and maybe in his head, and we don't know what's in his head, but I wonder, watching the tape, was he forcing throws because Arians wants the ball forced down the field?
Well, I think that Arians' approach is clearly just what you said, no risk it, no biscuit.
Yeah.
And he wants the ball pushed down the field. And then there's a balance there. I think that whereas no coach obviously wants an interception, I think there are some interceptions that a coach like Bruce Arians, he's an offensive coach, always has been very aggressive with that mentality. There are some that he would probably say, hey, yeah, we don't really want it, but that's okay. That was not bad in the process of getting to the interception. So obviously they have now a defensive head coach in Dennis Allen. None of us know exactly what the division of labor will be because they have the same offensive coordinator. Allen has been there. He was there for 12 of Sean Payton's 15 years, and the last 6, because he came back as D coordinator, or the last 7, I guess. He came back as D coordinator in 2015. So he knows the entire culture of that organization and the offense. And so we'll see. My guess is Dennis Allen will not be your stereotypical defensive coach with the idea of let's just run the ball and play good defense. Because of the Sean Payton influence and having been with him for so long, I think he'll view it as, hey, we have to score points.
Andy Dalton also in New Orleans. Can he still throw it?
Not as well as he once did. Never a great thrower.
Yeah.
Good quarterback for a lot of years. A playoff quarterback for a lot of years. He will not be the starter unless there's an injury. I think he was brought in because James is coming off a pretty significant knee injury. The assumption being he'll be ready for camp and week 1. But they know they have a good team, and I don't think they wanted a backup with no experience.
I was going to say, could he ever really throw it? I don't know.
Well, Dawn, you're right. He was never a great thrower, but he was a good enough thrower. I mean, he would have been the MVP one year when I think he broke his hand or his finger about week 13.
Oh, yeah.
He was on his way to be the league MVP.
At Greg Cosell on Twitter. Obviously, the Titans open with the Giants. The Giants lose a pretty good cornerback, and James Bradberry lands in Philly. Greg, how does Bradberry fit in with the Eagles?
That's going to be fascinating, Brent, because Jonathan Gannon, their D coordinator in Philly, sort of beginning the middle of last season, he started to play a lot more man-to-man coverage. And over the last half of the season, the Eagles were among the highest percentage teams playing cover 1, which is man-to-man with a single high safety. And James Bradberry, while he can play man, that's not his strength. He's predominantly a zone corner, very, very good at it. Now, he can play man against bigger receivers because Bradberry's big and can be physical, but he doesn't have the kind of speed that you really would like on the outside if he's going to play man against faster receivers. So while he is certainly an upgrade for the Eagles at the corner opposite Darius Slay, I'm very curious now to see what Jonathan Gannon, who's a very smart young coach, how he's going to approach this. And we won't know that, of course, till they start the games.
I'm curious, Greg. Derrick Henry, obviously, with the injury last year, I'm seeing some of these analytics guys put out the numbers that they put out, like run yardage over expectation for carries.
What does that? I don't even know what that means.
I don't either. But these guys are putting out there that he was productive because of the workload last year, and that there was a drop-off in terms of his carry-by-carry production. Did you notice any of that on tape last year with Derrick Henry?
Well, again, I can't answer that because theoretically you'd have to go through every run.
Yeah.
Look, there's a lot. When you're a volume runner, okay, and your offense is built on the run game, there are a lot of 1 and 2 yard runs. They just happen because it's just the nature of the run game. So maybe he had more of those last year. That's very possible. You'd have to literally look at every run. What those guys do with analytics, they're not necessarily looking at the plays themselves. They're looking at the stats on a sheet of paper. And, that's the result. Analytics is result based. They look at results. They're not looking at process, and they're not necessarily looking at plays. I guess some do, so I don't want to paint that with that broad a brush, but you can look at numbers. Maybe he had more 3 or less yard runs. I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah.
That's very, very possible.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't let you know that I was going to bring that up. I was just thinking of that off the top of my head.
We're just talking.
Yeah.
No problem.
Greg Cosell, at Greg Cosell on Twitter. Appreciate the breakdown of Ron Slay's first pitch. Ron, you got something
Yeah,
else?
let me ask you this, though, Greg.
They're not inviting you back for that, are they?
Guess what, Greg? I think the people may want that.
I think they want me.
Yes. They want me to get one more shot.
It's tough times, Ron. People need a laugh.
Well, they need people love a redemption story.
That's true.
What would you add to it, Greg? What would give me one key you would add to it?
If I were you, Ron, I may practice. I may practice just to see if I can actually throw the ball 60 feet 6 inches. It doesn't have to be a strike, but you might at least want to try to hit the glove.
Okay.
Cosell, here's the worst part. He did.
Did you see me hit the glove, Babs?
Yeah, in practice.
Okay.
But you just couldn't handle the pressure.
Okay. So, just saying, you know what I mean?
Thanks for the breakdown, Cosell.
Thank you, Greg.
All right, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks.
There he is. He's Greg Cosell every
Thanks
Thursday.
for the beatdown of Slay.
At 420. 615-737-1045. Ryan in Mount Juliet. Ryan, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
Ron.
What's up, Ryan?
Man. All right, so this morning, I wake up to J. Martin Ramon.
Right.
And I hear the story. And later on, listening to it, I was just like, man, I can't believe my boy Ron Slay, car ain't got no roof, couldn't even get it to the plate. Well, then I hear Bubba. Bubba calls in. And he tells me that he's an Alabama fan, but now, because of what you did, he has to be a Vols fan.
Yeah.
For a year.
Well, Bubba, hey, let me tell you something, Bubba. For this entire year, you are going to love being a Vols fan so much. You're going to be a Vols fan forever, baby. Go Vols.
Ryan in Mount Juliet.
See?
Some Tennessee fans are reaching out saying, hey, Bubba, we don't want you.
No, hey, listen, you better jump on the bandwagon now, man, before, it pulls off and leaves the station.
The hype train?
Yeah, it is. It is. Thank you, Ryan. You know what I mean? Just stay focused, man. Just check me out. Check me out in the months to come.
More of your phone calls when we come back. Jimbo Fisher v. Nick Saban. Also, Ron's first pitch. Lots of tweets at 3HL1045. Hit us on Zone TV as well. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay, producer Joe Hunk. This is 3HL.
How great would it be to wipe out credit card debt? Man, wouldn't that be nice? Guess what? Loanpronto can help you do it. Loanpronto has a debt consolidation refi going on. And I can tell you that Loanpronto is awesome because I refied my house with Loanpronto, and it was simple. It was an easy process. And right now they can help you use the equity in your home to your advantage, make a smart financial move and get some cash out. Your home value is up, inflation. It's a good thing for your home. And if you refinance your mortgage now, you can take money out to pay off all your credit cards, maybe eliminate some PMI charges, pay off those personal loans or any other high interest debt. There's one couple that had $50,000 in credit card and personal loan debt. Loanpronto did a debt consolidation refi. Even though their mortgage rate went up a tad, nowadays they still cut their monthly payments by $900 a month. How about that income? Why pay 20% interest when you can consolidate it into one low payment? The Loanpronto debt consolidation, fast and easy refi. It's amazing. Call Loanpronto now. You could even skip your next house payment. 615-499-5780. Loanpronto.com at 615-499-5780. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval.
3HL 1045 The Zone. Somebody called in to say they thought Slay was distracted because he walked through the concourse on the way to the field and smelled all the hot chicken, and then his catcher was Booster the Rooster.
And I'm trying to figure out he ain't rotisserie.
Yeah. In your mind's eye, he's over there just spinning around.
Just on a rotisserie.
That's right. Makes sense.
I need my jersey.
This is where
They gave me a jersey.
They did give you a jersey? A Mookie Betts jersey?
Yeah. I made it in time to catch a jersey.
Well, I mean.
A jersey. I'm tired of being out there in black and blue and different colors.
Black and blue.
Yeah. This is the third time, man. Y'all look so decked out and a part of it. That's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened. I ain't feel a part of it. I ain't feel a part of it. I felt like I was, where was I at? I don't know where I was at.
Dawn needs a new jersey
Playing wiffle
that
ball.
says
I was playing wiffle
Babs
ball.
on the back of it.
She sure do. Or Babsy on the back of it.
Babsy.
Mine says Mayor. You need one that says Slay?
Big Slay.
Big Slay.
Oh, Big Slay.
Yep. Put Big Slay on
Mr.
We'll work on it.
Pineapple
We'll get you
on
one.
Twitter at 3HL1045. I know some of these dudes, 100% of their old lady is cool with being called old lady.
Hey, man, I'm just glad somebody out there understand.
No, I think that's true. That's a country thing.
It most definitely is. Most definitely is.
What's the word he said the other day that was like the most country way he's ever said a word?
Babs said
Hidden.
the
You
last
said
2 days. Hidden, yeah. He said something else yesterday, too. Babs looked at me like, what?
I feel like your country accent has been thicker lately.
Starting to come on back out,
Mm-hmm.
huh? I was able to put it away for a little while.
When you were in Italy.
Yeah, when I was overseas, because they
Italy.
really couldn't understand me. They used to hate talking
I
to me.
bet. Yeah.
I bet they love hearing you talk over there.
Yeah, they like it. But they don't understand it. So
They don't need to.
just listen to a mime.
But
Gary's-
that's like, we love to hear them talk, even if we can't understand it.
Very true.
Here's the thing with Nick Saban. He's frustrated with the system, with the NIL system. He's frustrated that there are different rules in different states. He's frustrated that some schools have collectives and others don't. He's frustrated because, as you said, he's a control freak.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of these coaches are type A of type A, and he's type A of type A of type A of type A.
Mm-hmm.
And he can't control any of it. So he's lashing out. So he lashes out at Jimbo. So Jimbo takes this as an opportunity to lay into the king, or God, as he called him, or the czar of college football, as he called him.
That was a good name.
And now you're starting to see players say, wait, Alabama's been paying players for a long time. Travis Johnson, who played at Florida State, said he was offered 6 figures back in 99. He was like, what did he say? He said, y'all was NIL before there was an NIL.
Huh.
Now, that was pre-Saban, as was this comment. Antonio Cromartie said they offered him $60,000 to take a visit.
Okay.
And that was pre-Saban, too, but talking about Alabama. So the question is, will people feel more comfortable coming out and taking shots at Saban? Because here's the thing. Probably head coaches won't do it because everybody is doing whatever they're doing, so you don't want to shine a light on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But to Jimbo's point, you may get some stories that journalists get to from former assistants of Nick Saban. Here's how it really is inside Camp Nick.
And I think maybe those stories were out there floating around anyway, and they was just like,
oh, we've heard them.
But now it's like, hey, what you say? Say that one more time. Now they want to hear it.
Yeah.
And then it gets printed. Then you got a platform.
Gary at 3HL 1045. Paul Crew in The Longest Yard summed up Saban v. Fisher in a scene where the warden flooded their field. Quote, but I'll tell you something else. That old man flooding this field tells me something. The guy is scared of you. And you know what? He should be. Jay in Alabama. Jay, what's up, man?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Great.
Man, I woke up this morning, went to work. First thing I heard on the radio was like, Slay threw a bad pitch at the Sounds game. And I hope my trash pandas come up from Huntsville, come up there and whoop y'all if we do play y'all this year. But while that was going on, one of my good friends from the radio station down here intercepts one of my tweets. He's like, bro, wait till you hear what this whole Jimbo thing was. I guess he was tweeting me while it was going on. I was like, man, what did Jimbo do now? You know what I mean? And like for like a few hours, you let all these radio stations down here in Alabama tell it Jimbo's the worst thing since the damn chicken pox. You know what I mean? And next, I hear what Saban said. I'm sitting there like, and I'm an Auburn fan, but I still love Saban. I like what he does. I like how I just how he presents himself and everything. But I heard what Saban said. I'm like, well, you know what? I'd fire his ass up too if I heard that. You know what I mean? So, and it's kind of like this is the one time where and you know what? You can't call into any of these radio stations down here and talk sense into nobody because it's all about, well, yeah, but he didn't say that, and what he was trying to say, and he was saying this. And, he really was flipping and bouncing and bounce rocking and roller skating when he was really not roller skating. It's kind of like, dude, come on, man. He's in the wrong. He really should have kept his mouth shut because I think your name is Don, right, ma'am?
Yes.
I mean, fine lady. I shouldn't say ma'am. But he brought this is his third time doing this. I mean, she hit it on point. It's your third time doing this. Then you brought Prime in, who you were in a commercial with, and you brought Miami basketball into this.
Right.
So it's kind of like, and I'm looking at all. I'm trying to look at all these Bama fans. Like, dude, you think you had haters then? Just think of the haters you got now, and then they're all like, all this like, well, the NCAA is going to do something about all this, and blah blah blah. When is the last time the NCAA has done anything they said they're going to do? And when's the last time the NCAA has done things that made sense? And then on top of that, this is a law brought down by the government. If the NCAA tries to do anything to tweak this, they're going to get sued. So if the NCAA say they're going to do something, that ain't nothing. But, man, they just talking loud, saying nothing. That's all that is, basically.
That's one of my favorite phrases ever.
Yep.
Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it, man.
Hey, one more thing. You guys talk. Hey, the one where you guys, when I came in, you guys were talking about the country thing you ever heard. Look, my first time moved to the South from the West Coast, I was trying to find the Big Chicken in Atlanta. I was like, where's the Big Chicken at? Well, you make a left right here, and it's right over yonder, and you'll be right there.
You got all the directions in 3 words right there.
Hey, man, we know where that is.
Yeah. All right, y'all.
All right, Jay.
It's right there.
Yeah, spot on.
615-737-1045. Nick Saban apologized today. What did he say? We'll play some of that for you next.
Accepting this.
1045 The Zone.
All right, listen up, people. Music City Autoplex. They are sponsoring the first ever Jimmy B and Fast Freddy's Cruise In. Happening May 21st. That's this Saturday in White Bluff. All vehicles are welcome. Trucks, cars, hot rods, bikes, everything. Now, guess what? Up there, you're going to have food trucks right there on site with plenty of fun for the whole family. $5,000 in cash prizes and trophies to be won. If you like showing off any of your rides, whether it's a low rider, old school, drop top, whatever it may be, bring it on out, man. You can make plans to have your family out there and cruise a nice little country road. The gates open at 9 a.m. Enjoy a cruise out on Saturday, May 21st, happening at 1075 Leatherwood Road. 1075 Leatherwood Road, White Bluff. For more information, go to the Zone website and click on events, or look for information on our Zone social media pages. And guess what? Music City Autoplex brought you this, so go get your car.
Good afternoon and good evening to some. I'm Joe Hogg. The Tennessee Titans have dropped their full preseason schedule with times and dates. On August 11th, that's when the Titans are going to be getting it all kicked off. And as they travel to Baltimore, that game is going to kick off at 6:30 p.m. August 11th is a Thursday. The other two preseason games are going to be happening on Saturday. First one's going to be on August 20th. That's going to be against Tampa at home. And then August 27th is going to be at Arizona at home. Both of those games are going to kick off at 6 p.m. Nick Saban and Jimbo Fisher. Nick said something last night. Jimbo Fisher said something this morning. And now Nick Saban has a rebuttal as he was on with SiriusXM just a little while ago. And at least he apologized.
I should have never really singled anybody out. That was a mistake, and I really apologize for that part of it.
SEC baseball is in their final weekend of the regular season as Tennessee is in Starkville to take on Mississippi State tonight at 6 p.m. to start that 3-game series. And number 21 Vanderbilt hosts LSU at Hawkins Field tonight. First pitch is at 8. You can watch that on ESPN2. For all your foundation repair and all your waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans and home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone is on the air Thursday afternoon in the Music City. Hope you're having a great day. There is a tornado watch issued up in Kentucky.
That's me. That's what's brewing down here, too. Next time I'm on the tornado, it's going to be I'm Mr. Tornado. The flamingo's gone. Tornado now.
You're just going to spin
I don't
around.
think the flamingo showed up.
Spin around.
Like a pinwheel.
It won't hit the ground. I can promise you that.
No.
Just spin around wherever you come to rest. That's where it's going.
The ball going.
Just duck it as hard and far as you can.
Hands up or duck. One or two. Two options.
Everybody's in play. The funniest part about that pitch to me was the entirety of it is funny. But we had our guy Charles down there who was throwing it after you.
After me.
He wanted to throw it before
So
you.
did.
They wouldn't let him.
Nope.
And so then, after he threw his pitch into the dirt, he came off and said, "Man, I had a real opportunity there."
Yeah, he did. That's
He said
exactly.
the door was open.
Door was open, man.
He so did. That's my man. That's a VFL, too.
He was a VFL. Is a VFL.
Oh, I didn't realize he.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fun day at First Horizon Park. We thank the Nashville Sound. Slay's still looking for a jersey, though.
Hey, I need my jersey.
And he needs it to say Big Slay.
On the back.
We'll get you one.
Thank you.
We'll get you one.
There she is. She's Dawn Davenport.
Hi.
That's Bonk. That's
Look,
Bonk.
I'm describing your first pitch.
Twitch, please. Twitch, please.
She bounced.
Please.
Okay.
The Queen Mother of Sports Talk Radio.
There she is.
Pitch, please.
And there he is. He's Ron Slay.
I'm in the building. I'm in the building. Hey, I'm in the building. 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 Still in the building, people. Still holding on.
Huh. You were supposed to skip his intro.
I
Get
know.
it?
I did.
Get it?
Skip it. Just once, though. Actually, it's been 2 or 3 times.
Maybe it was
Careful.
like twice. Yeah.
He's taking mental notes.
They are being taken.
Oh, I'm giving him a lot of content.
Slay is like one of these boxers that has set up the second bout.
Yep. He's already ready for it.
People love to tear you down and then build you back
That's
up.
it. That's all they want.
They're
That's all they
all
want.
in for a redemptive story.
That's all they want, man. Sometimes just give the people what they want, man.
You got to give them what they need.
That's it. At all times.
Joseph Hunkapiller producing.
I'm just shocked you still got the Strikeout Wings endorsement after that last night.
Oh, yeah. Listen. Hey, man. Listen.
Wow.
That's family. That's family. You feel what I'm saying? There's loyalty in this thing, man.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Some people fall down, they get back up, man. The thing is, don't leave them when they down. If I turn around and I see you walk off while I'm down, we're going to have a problem when I get up because I'm going to get up. Hope you there when I get up.
Listen, man, we got your back. We joke, but we got your back.
Oh, no. It's all welcome now. I don't want nobody to pull back. I'm just saying, don't walk away. That's all I'm saying. You can lay on, just don't walk away. So, you know what I mean? Because when I get up, I got jokes.
McIlroy leads the golf tournament PGA Championship with a first round 565 today. Jordan Spieth played with him plus 272. Tiger Woods all over the place. 7 bogeys, 3 birdies, 8 pars, 4 over.
I'm so glad I ain't bet.
74. Zalatoris.
I was so close.
And Hogue, in second place, 1 stroke back. Yeah, I didn't bet anything.
I didn't either. I kind of forgot about that.
Kind of did too.
Yeah, you're busy.
Yeah. Parsley hit, though.
Good.
I know. I got a text at like 2 in the morning. Parsley hit.
That last game was long because they playing in Canada, man. Took forever. People scoring left and right.
Preds GM David Boyle meeting with the media said, quote, it's hard to, by the way, John Hines, the coach of the Preds, 2-year extension. So for those wondering if the Preds would do anything in the front office, does not appear to be the case.
Pretty much do opposite of what a lot of people thought was going
David
to
Boyle
happen.
said, quote, it's hard to win. I'm sorry we haven't won a Stanley Cup. I want to win so badly, but we're trying to improve, and I think we're on the right track. I've talked about that with people around him before. It's his life goal, Stanley Cup. So say what you want about the moves that David Boyle has made, but understand that his goal is clear. So anyway, the big story of the day, obviously Nick Saban and Jimbo Fisher going at it to the point where Greg Sankey had to get involved. Now, kids.
Oh, my God.
Let's play nicely.
What a mess.
Stop it.
So Nick Saban said some things yesterday. He called out Texas A&M, said they bought all their players in their recruiting class, and that led Jimbo Fisher to say Nick's going off because he can't get his way. Let's play cut number 4, Joseph Hunkapiller. Jimbo Fisher talking about Nick Saban.
Some people think they're God. Go dig into how God did his deal. You may find out about a guy that a lot of things you don't want to know. We built him up to be the czar of football. Go dig into his past, or anybody that's ever coached with him. You can find out anything you want to find out, what he does and how he does it. And it's despicable.
Wow. I mean, that's
earth.
Scorched earth times 1,000.
Yeah.
Like, that's not just going back at him for his comments. That's digging deep and questioning his ethics and the way the way he's done things. All of it. Holy moly.
Yeah, ain't no gloves on with this one. That's what he's telling me.
Jimbo's like, top rope, here we go. And here's the kind of eerie part. If you know Jimbo, you know how fast he talks. He gets real excited.
Right.
He talks really fast. Sometimes it's hard. Like I've said before, my halftime interviews with him, sometimes I have to like really concentrate to not miss what he's saying because he talks so fast.
Like Slay when he's in Italy?
Yes. Same thing. Like you're like staring deeply at him because you're trying to like compute all of it. He's not talking fast in this.
Slay mentioned gloves.
I mean,
Jimbo,
he's like.
Jimbo mentioned hands. Check this out.
Listen, I'm going to tell you one thing. You can call me anything you want to call me. You ain't calling me a cheat. I don't cheat and I don't lie. So I learned that when I was a kid. If you did, the old man slapped you side of the head. Maybe somebody should have slapped him.
Wow.
SEC spring meetings coming up Memorial Day weekend. Is this going to be an awkward situation? That is cut number 8, Joe Hunk.
Yeah, Jimbo, SEC spring meetings are coming up. The media days in a couple of months, and then October 8th. What do you think? That's is it going to be awkward?
And awkward about what?
When you have to face it or have to.
I don't mind confrontation. Lived with it my whole life. Kind of like it myself. Backing away from it wasn't the way I was raised.
Bring it then. That's what he's saying.
He is fired up.
Every bit of it.
Oh, man.
I love fired up Jimbo.
Fired up anybody. Let's get it.
It's good,
Especially
isn't it?
coaches, yeah.
All right, Nick Saban on ESPN Radio on Sirius XM with Jacob Hester and Bobby Carpenter. Nick Saban.
Saban was poking the bear, though.
Yes, he was.
He kind of apologized here.
Oh.
Yeah, well, first of all, I should have never really singled anybody out. That was a mistake, and I really apologize for that part of it. But I'm not against name, image, and likeness. I think it's a great thing for players. Our players made a lot of money last year, in name, image, and likeness. But, I told our players to, get an agent, get representation, make what you can make. Players have always been able to work, and I think that's a good thing.
Okay, that's not an apology.
I want to know who's accepting that. Who accepting that?
Nobody.
Well,
No,
obviously
dog.
not Jimbo, because he won't even answer to Saban's call.
I'm straight on that. You might as well keep that.
I shouldn't have singled anyone out. I apologize for that.
Still waiting
That's
for Coach
like-
Prime, man. I'm waiting.
Oh, Prime's gonna. I shouldn't have
You dropping a
singled.
bomb on
You know what that is?
Baby.
That apology is. I'm sorry that you were offended by what I said.
Yeah, I'm offended that you're offended.
Yeah, that's not it. That's not a. I'm very sorry that I offended you.
Yeah, I apologize for you taking it that way.
I'm sorry that you were bothered by it.
But-
That's what that apology
But while we're
was.
at it, I just want to let you know, our guys made a ton of money, and I want them
Right.
to get agents, and I
Yeah.
want them to do this the
Yes.
right way.
I'm okay with NIL.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. More of Nick Saban today on ESPN Radio and Sirius XM with Jacob Hester and Bobby Carter when we come back, and then more of your phone calls. Your reaction. We have a long segment coming up next, so we'll get your reaction in here. We do want to hear from you, and we'll continue to talk about this this story. 3HL 1045 The Zone. And now here's Ron Slay for Wild Pitch Wings.
Y'all know what it is, man. Listen, that was the introduction. One thing you ain't got to worry about is going in there and tell them, let me get the skip wings, because ain't no skip wings. What you can go in there and get is the Big Slate Special Still, the home of sweet and sassy people. Strike out wings. That's right. 2521 Nolensville Pike, right off 440, or at 123 Ewing Drive in the original Princess location. And only for a moment, you may be able to go on the 2521 Nolensville Pike franchise, because it's about to close, and they're going to Plaza Mariachi. TVs everywhere, frozen Kool-Aid readers, everything's on tap, and it's ready to go. Tuesday, 69-cent wings. But go in there and tell them, sweet and sassy with the lemon pepper mix. That's right. Cajun ranch fries with the cheese on top. Blister, cold-blooded. I'm telling you can't miss it with it. One thing you better know is when you go in there, they not going to miss you. If you let them know you're in the building, strike out wings.
3HL 1045, the zone, rolling through this Nick Saban and Jimbo Fisher stuff. Nick Saban answering, apologizing? That's how everybody's framing it. I really didn't hear that necessarily. To Don's point, it's like, I'm sorry that I offended you.
I'm with Babs on that. Apologizing for you being offended by it. That was good. That was good. Hey, man, I'm sorry you felt like this, but and that's what I see. But guess what? I kind of feel Saban on that. Because I apologize for the listeners and the fans that came out to the Sound Stadium to First Horizon. I'm sorry you feel that way.
I mean, one thing is woven right into the other today.
You need to apologize to the grounds crew keeper that's got to fix that divot.
Now they need to apologize to me. Because I looked on the video again, and they standing all behind me back there ready to spray stuff. Hey, man, y'all need to be cool. When Big Slay roll out there, you know what I mean? And somebody need to tell me the rules. I ain't know nobody stepping on no third base line. I need to know all these rules.
Yeah, you upset the baseball gods, according to a lot of people.
And the rosin bag went out there.
What was that with the rosin bag?
I just get my grip.
They don't do that anymore.
They don't?
No, players have to bring their own rosin bag. That's a COVID thing now.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, next time you can bring your own rosin bag out there.
I'm going to put the ball on the string next time. Make it come back. Then what
like the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah. Watch this come back. Now what? Anybody ever seen this one? Bet y'all ain't seen this before.
What would the name of that pitch be? The get back pitch?
The yo-yo.
The yo-yo pitch.
You see me now, you don't.
More from Nick Saban, and then we'll go to the phones. Lines are loaded. Nick Saban talking about the NIL and the current system and the problems that are intertwined.
You know, the issue in college athletics in general now is, you know, the whole system of collectives and people raising money to, you know, basically pay players to come, whether it's to come to their school or, you know, pay the players that are on their team. You know, we've always strived in college athletics to make everything equal, make everything the same, whether it's scholarships, whether it's Alston money, whether it's, cost of attendance, academic support, whatever it is. And, you know, now it's not really that way. And this has happened in basketball. It's happened in football. So, you know, I really didn't mean to single anybody out. I apologize for that. But, you know, it's the whole system. And is this a sustainable system? And is it really, you know, good for college football? I think name, image, and likeness is good for college football.
It's the collectives that he has a problem with, and that's where some of these schools have a clear advantage, clear head start. And he doesn't have that because state laws are different.
Well, yes, they are,
Right.
but Nick Saban has always, whether he agrees with it or not, he's always figured it out to be at the top of his game.
But I think he's concerned that he can't do anything about this one.
That he can't figure this one out. Well,
I think
because
he's figured it out. He
he
just
was
can't do
old
anything
school
about it.
offensively, so what did he do? He hired Lane Kiffin because he knew that offensively, Lane Kiffin could help transform it.
Yeah, hit it
Even though
third
Lane
with it,
Kiffin
too.
is a lot to deal with,
Yeah.
and he knew it.
Yep.
Man, I used to love watching those two on the sideline.
Oh, those two are fun. Yeah.
Father son. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Why'd you throw the ball deep on
Right.
third
got
and
this.
one?
But he knew that he needed to evolve
Yep.
offensively as a football program, and so he did what he had to do to bring somebody in that could help them evolve.
Well, again, don't forget about the analysts as well. Once they allowed analysts,
he's got like 50 of
and
them.
not only that,
700
but they're former head coaches
staff members.
that he can use that are still getting paid by their schools. He's learned how to use the system in
It's
his
like
favor.
a coaching graveyard over there. He says that he wasn't accusing anyone of doing anything illegal.
You know, I really wasn't saying that anybody did anything illegal.
See?
And use a name, image, and likeness. I didn't say that. But that was something that was assumed by what I said, which is not really what I meant, nor was it what I said. So there's nothing illegal about doing this. It's the system that allows you to do it, and that's the issue that I have.
You said Jackson State football.
By name.
Who's in charge of Jackson State football?
Coach Prime.
Who was the kid recruited to Jackson State that you mentioned by name?
said the paper said he got $1 million.
The paper
Which
said.
Coach Prime and the kid said is not
Come
true.
on, man. Like you did mention these people. You said if you want to do that, man, Texas A&M. You said Texas A&M, but come on, we know what you're talking about.
He
We've
said
been down this road before.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, as far as I wasn't saying they were doing anything illegal. No, you basically were just saying that they're doing unethical things.
Yeah.
Which is worse.
Exactly.
I mean, honestly.
They're bending the rules.
Okay, yeah, you didn't say that what they were doing was illegal, but you certainly have a massive issue with it and are basically saying it's unethical.
He said he did try to reach out to a couple of the coaches that he mentioned.
I reached out to him, never got a response, but
You're not
you
going
know, I feel bad about it, but I'm not changing my philosophy on, you know, I look at the betterment of college football, what is good for the game. And sometimes those things are not what's best for Alabama, but I've been doing this for a long time, and, you know, my whole focus has always been, you know, how can we help players be successful, and I don't want to take anything away from them, and I don't want to take any opportunities away from them. I just, you know, I just think systematically this is, you know, all the guys that are transferring, and you know, I mean, it's a crazy world out there right now, and hopefully, you know, we can all get our heads together and, you know, make it so people can get back to focusing on what they need to do to develop while they're in college, get an education, and become better people, become better players, have a chance to play at the next level, which is, you know, what we've always tried to create.
Man, he really sounds like a head coach that's not going to be a college football coach for very long.
Yeah,
I mean, to me, like he doesn't.
Yep, enough is enough.
And the thing about why are collectives bad? All a collective is a pool of money that's used as a budget to pay players, which is what the NIL does.
And
how is that bad?
I don't have no idea. And what he was saying,
bad because he doesn't have it.
That's correct.
His state won't allow it.
This is correct. You're exactly right. I would have rather him double down on it. Like he said, I'm not going to change my philosophy. Just come out and do that. Just come out and do that, man. Don't give me the fake. I called the guys. How can you call somebody that you never referred to? You never talked about anybody. So who you calling? Who are you calling?
Ghostbusters.
You know, you calling the coach at Belmont to apologize about the basketball program? Or like, what are you doing?
Lines are loaded. People want to talk about the Saban Jimbo thing. People want to talk about Slay's first pitch. Here's something I didn't think about until just now. Maybe the cremated ghost got involved last night.
Maybe he grabbed it.
Grabbed the ball. Dove it into the ground. Mike in Hopkinsville. Mike, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
What
we're
up,
good.
Mike?
Hey, you got a tornado watch up there, by the way.
Yeah, I'm driving right into it.
All right. Be
Hey,
safe.
but listen, I wanted to give Slay some support. You know, Slay's from UT, and we all know UT tends to fall a little short when it comes to the big stage, whether it's in football or basketball. So, you know, he met our expectations, basically.
So that's what you was expecting. Thank you, Mike.
Hey, I won $20. I said you weren't going to hit the plate.
You sure did. Thank you. Thank you.
But you were right on the strikeout wings. They are wonderful.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
I would love to see it. I'll leave this on this. Y'all can debate it. I would love to see Slay, Brent, and Don 50-yard dash in the parking lot, and I predict Don beats Slay by 5 yards.
Oh.
Damn, you don't even put me in there.
I didn't even get invited.
Mike, listen, Mike, I'm
see.
game for that anytime, baby.
I see.
Game for that anytime.
All right. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. Be safe out there in Hoptown.
That would worry me because you are 6'8" and I'm 5'5".
Babs, no built-in excuses.
Strides.
Nope.
Long strides. Hoptown, by the
Tyreek
way,
Hill wouldn't say that.
home of Artus Pinner.
Tyreek Hill.
They used to say the Toos is loose up there. Todd in Nashville. Todd, what's up, man?
So what really upsets me is I got 3 Bama haters talking about Nick Saban, right?
That's not true.
I really don't hate Alabama. I respect the hell out of them.
I can't stand them.
Well, but this is the problem, though. I mean, you know what? I mean, everybody, let's say that it would have been Kirby Smart that said that. Would it be this big of a uproar?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. You can't talk
You
about
can't
stuff
go at somebody else like that. You
that
can't do
fraternity,
it.
you don't let stuff out. It's an unspoken rule. You don't let that out the closet. Even if we know what's going on, you can't come out and say that, be able to put a name with a face and stamp it and make it official. You can't do that.
Well, okay. One of the things it just seems like anytime Nick Saban says anything that's negative toward college football, everybody jumps on it.
I would have had no problem with him saying.
He's right, though. People do
it.
jump on him because Alabama is.
He's
at the top of the food chain.
Anybody that's not an Alabama fan doesn't like Alabama.
But this is the thing.
You know why?
I'm not talking about us.
They hate us because they ain't us. How about that?
That's for tomorrow, man. That's Trash Talk Friday. But this is the
that's
thing.
a good-
If you're talking from the
That's a perfect
mountaintop,
example,
everyone
yeah.
can hear you. He's at the top of the mountaintop. If he was speaking from the valley, nobody can hear him.
No, but this is my other thing about it,
that's
too.
part of it.
Is this is now multiple times he's gone after and said something specifically about Texas A&M and Jimbo. That's the other part of it. If he's just out here complaining about the lack of rules,
Right.
I think everybody agrees with him.
Yep.
That,
Everybody agrees with that
it
point
has
of
to
it.
be
Yep.
better,
Yep.
and he is one of the guys that should be championing. What? Why can't I say that word?
Championing.
He should
Sounds
be the
good to me,
guy
Dad.
Yeah, it did.
that
I
cause
repeated
for
it.
it to
I'm
be
there.
fixed and for it to
Right.
be an equal playing field and all of those things. He absolutely should be the guy because he is the top of college football. He's the GOAT.
That's without question.
But when he continually brings in programs because of how they're utilizing this entire NIL thing, which he would absolutely do the exact same if he could, that's when I think people are like, oh, look at this.
Yeah.
Am I
totally
wrong
agree.
there? Because, he can sit here and say, oh, I got 3 Bama haters talking about this. Like, yeah, Slay hates Bama. But for the most part, I am neutral. I will go at any team. I will support any team. I feel like I can come on this show and have a neutral, even as an Auburn grad, like a neutral opinion. But when Nick Saban continually puts, what did Will Smith say? Keep my name out of your mouth.
Yeah.
He over and over has said Texas A&M, Texas A&M, Texas A&M.
Right.
Then that's where I think people are like, all right, Nick.
615-737-1045. Keith on Twitter at 3HL1045. You can get us there. Follow us, please. Saban is probably pissed at Slay's first pitch and that an SEC athlete threw such a bad pitch.
Hey, guess what?
You started all this?
I'm cool with that because guess what they said? An SEC
Snort
what?
too.
Yeah, snort too. Guess what she said at the end of that? An SEC what?
Athlete.
Still looked upon as an athlete. Thank you. My brother disowned me.
Really? Ramon did?
He
this
he
morning?
said I'm a step brother now.
Yeah, he said he put him out. He put him in his wife's
No,
side of the
brother-in-law. He put me on the other side of the
he
family.
put you on the other side.
Yeah.
Got me out of his family.
You and Key Dog.
Me and Big Key.
Kyle in Nashville. Kyle, what's up, man?
Hey guys, I just had a unique analogy. We know we've seen also VFL here, so grain of salt. But we see Nick Saban. He chews out his players when they have mental errors and they just make mistakes. And in my opinion, this was a huge mental error on his part, a mistake that saying this in the way that he said it. I understand his point. I think we all do, but who's going to hold him accountable? Because, and then also I agree with Don, this apology is nothing. It ain't genuine. It's just backpedaling. And if he had a player make a mental error in a fourth quarter, get an unsportsmanlike, and then he came over and said, well, you hit me first, and start backpedaling, he would be laying it into him even more.
Exactly.
So you got to
right.
be the leader that you want to follow.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's slipping a little bit, and he's being exactly what he tells his players not to be.
Well, and I think emotion is getting to him. And we all know him as an authoritative dictator that's basically a robot. But he's gotten emotional over this, and that's why I think he flew off the handle a little bit. And you're right. I mean, if he just keeps the discussion to NIL and just keeps Texas A&M out of his mouth, then everybody's on his side. He said he feels badly about it. I have a hard time believing that.
No,
But,
don't. And listen, that's who you are. So that's why I'm more so, man, double down on it, man. Be you. Be the big dog. It's cool.
I think
it's cool.
I think he also made a mistake by talking about how Texas A&M beat them in recruiting.
Yeah. When he set
That
it
will
up with
be
that
used
first year.
against him.
Well,
I mean,
and
You pouty. You pouty. Don't be pouty.
Yeah.
and it looks like sour grapes.
Yeah,
when
that-
you say that.
That's exactly what it is.
I know he didn't mean it to come off that way, but that's how it looks.
Well,
And we have to remember who his audience was.
yeah.
It's
Donors.
a bunch of donors and top business guys in Birmingham, Alabama, who can fix that. Right?
Yep.
Where, I mean, that's part of what Jimbo also said. He's like, right before this audio that everybody's playing, he was asking them for money.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, you're exactly right.
615-737-1045. More of your reaction to Jimbo v. Nick coming up next. 3HL 1045 The Zone.
Ryan Kelly and the HomeLoanExpert.com is who you should reach out to when it comes to from new home loans to refinances. Get great low rates and top-notch customer service at the HomeLoanExpert.com. Don't forget you can close in your loan in as little as 21 days, whether that's a refi, cash out refi, purchases, or the Hero Loan. Now, the HeroLoan.com is changing the way the military community does mortgages. So that is something we all want our service people to tap into. So if you're VA eligible, do not go without a big box lender with subpar service and long wait times. Get the service you deserve with HeroLoan.com. Now back to the HomeLoanExpert.com. Your cash out refi is a way to go home and handle those struggling bills and debt that you got, man, and get this $52,000. That's what the average homeowner got last year out of their cash out refi. So their home was the biggest asset, and they used that. So don't forget, closing your loan in as little as 21 days. Ryan Kelly and the HomeLoanExpert.com. The HomeLoanExpert.com.
3HL 1045 this home. Pete Fiddler on Facebook. Do they ever cover NSC, National Soccer Club? Yeah, we told you today that they haven't lost a home game in like 300 years. Right?
There you go.
It's like, I don't know, what's the number? It's like 20. It's more than 20. I know that.
Yep.
There's our soccer coverage.
You got it.
I do want to go to a game, though. I'll have a lot more interest, maybe. That's what I've been told.
A lot of people say once you are there in person, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Hockey Talk with the Preds back in.
When it first cranked up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's what, that's what they said when they got here.
Back in
And Sean Henry used to talk about his previous stop and said, "Look, man, if I can get you in the building,
in the building,
I gotcha."
You'll love it.
And I ran into my friend Norm Dean the other day, and he said, "Man, I wasn't a soccer fan at all." And I went to that Wednesday game where they came from 2-0 down to win 3-2. He goes, "It was literally some of the most fun I've had at a sporting event."
Nice.
Said, "I love it."
That's dope.
So yeah, we got to get there. There you go, Pete.
There's your soccer talk.
Oh,
what's like?
Hope that suffices.
You got to.
Hey, we got loaded lines about Nick Saban
and not Nashville SC
and Ron Slay's first pitch. Those are our loaded lines.
Two goats. Put the goats.
This is where we're living today.
Yeah,
we're just right inside these parameters here.
The two goats. Yes.
Steve at the lake. Steve, what's up, man?
My buddy Ron Slay, where's he at?
Here I am, Steve.
Hey, my man.
How you doing, brother?
I told you to keep the eye on the glove.
You did. You did, Steve.
I didn't say nothing about dirt.
The glove touched the dirt, though, Steve.
But you know what? Well, I heard it rolled like a bowling ball.
That was a Steve Ike.
Accurate.
But I'll tell you one thing. You still the bad man.
Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. That's
Play
my
the
song.
music, man. Bad man.
Play the song, huh? Bad man.
I'll have it for you tomorrow.
He said we got to wait till
There
tomorrow,
you go,
Steve.
Well,
right.
tomorrow's
That's
Friday.
all right.
You're saying Slay doesn't get a bad man song today after
Slay's
that
lucky
first
he got
pitch?
his own intro.
That's what I said. You should have skipped it.
Look at the face.
No, I don't guess he does, because it don't matter. He's still a bad man.
That's right, Steve.
Thank you, Steve. Have
Ride
fun.
or die, Steve. Thank you, brother.
Have fun at the lake. Got a tornado watch, Steve. He's up on Kentucky Lake.
I think Steve get inside. He'll be all right.
615-737-1045. Kenny the mailman. Kenny.
Friends, how
Kenny,
are
I
y'all doing
heard you
today?
this morning, Kenny. I heard you this morning, brother.
Ron,
You
it's
back
been
again.
a long day. I've been defending you at every turn, almost to the point of fighting.
Hey, yeah, don't throw
Almost
hands.
to the
Well,
point of
yeah,
fighting.
don't throw hands on him, Kenny. We'll be all right.
What? No. I'm taking up for you, because what people don't realize a lot about Ron is an international man. He isn't just like a Middle Tennessean. He's an international man. He's been all over. It's become part of his essence because of who he is. He walked right to that mound. It got into him, and he uncorked one of the best cricket pitches you will ever see. Don't
Don't you roll the ball in cricket, Kenny?
It bounces halfway if you have a sticky wicket from tea and crumpets, pip, pip, or maybe even a little orange marmalade and biscuits. What? But Ron, you're still our guy. All my best to y'all.
All right, thank you, Kenny.
Oh, man.
Make sure. Let me
was
know
good.
when your mail truck coming through and you jump out. I'm gonna put a couple dogs your way. Make sure you still got that fofo.
He was defending you.
I'm defending him. I gotta
He
make sure
was
he's fast.
defending you.
That's my man.
Kenny
You got to throw a
carries,
couple of dogs at him.
Kenny carries
Yeah,
the
you know,
dog
chase
biscuits
mailman.
with him.
Yeah.
He's good.
Okay, smart man.
Yeah.
Would Zeus go after him?
What in a heartbeat?
Zeus is Ramon's dog. Rottweiler, right?
Yes.
Mike in Nashville. Mike, what's up, man?
What's going on, guys?
What up, Mike?
Hey, Ron Clay, I got to tell you something, brother. Yesterday, I'm playing golf with a buddy of mine, Skip, and on the 15th hole, he said, "Hey, bro, I got to bounce." I said, "What? Where are you going?" He said, "I got to go watch Ron Clay throw out the first pitch." I'm like, "Come on, man." So anyway, I get up this morning and I look at the video, and I was like, "Oh my God!" So Ron, I got to tell you, brother, next time you go to strikeout wings, you better drop the sweet and sassy and put double lemon pepper, brother, because you need to put some heat on that throat.
I need to go to hot. I like that. I got you.
I love the little sprinkle in of bounce and skip, and that was well
cute.
done.
That was cute.
That was
That was
well
cute.
done.
Very poetic.
That was very cute. Very cute.
That was very witty.
Okay.
He's trying to get soliloquy writer job, I think.
I think so
He could.
too.
Yeah. He could.
Oh man, I should have done a soliloquy for Slay today. We'll do that tomorrow.
Sorry, you can skip it.
Will in Lebanon. Will, what's up?
Yeah. Yep.
What's up, guys? How are y'all this afternoon?
What's happening, Will?
Oh, man, just want to talk about these two goobers in Alabama and Texas, man. What are they thinking?
Not the goobers.
I'm a Tennessee fan, graduated from Tennessee, so I like to see both of them beat up on each other, but everybody knows that they've both been paying players and doing the same old for a year, so I don't know why Nick's getting all upset about it. But the thing is, like, they taught Jeremy Pruitt real well how to pay players. He's just not too smart about it because he coached under both of them. But I guess instead of giving them Mercedes and Chargers, he gave them McDonald's bags, and I'm glad he's out of Tennessee. So, anyways, y'all have a good rest of your afternoon.
See you.
Yeah, I guess he didn't learn from Saban, huh?
No. Little quick shot. Thanks, Pruitt.
Mm-hmm.
Pruitt had collectives going. They collected in McDonald's bags.
Collectibles.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Correct.
They ever do anything about that? NCAA?
No, they like to put things on standby. Just hold off.
Supply chain issue.
There you go.
615-737-1045. Ray in Nashville. Ray, what's up?
Hey, y'all. Thanks for having me. I did not know Strikeout Wings was talking about bowling. I thought that was a baseball reference, but I think Ron took it as a bowling reference. But it's a great day.
They just let you have it, man.
Hey, I'm here for it. I'm here, baby.
I wish this had all happened a day later so we could, talk some trash to all the crying Alabama fans. But my question was about the collectives in Alabama. Y'all talked earlier. You said that he couldn't do it in the state of Alabama, and I just sorry if you already hit on this, but what makes it not legal in Alabama to do that?
Yeah, I don't remember the exact terminology, but I know that Tennessee, as a state, relaxed its laws regarding whatever it is that allows collectives, so they could do a collective. And like USC can't do it, which is funny because they're still accumulating players, so they're figuring out a way. But some states can get away with it, some can't, and that's, the NCAA tried to get involved, and I mean, how much power does the NCAA have? I don't know.
In February, Governor Ivey did repeal the NIL Act in the state of Alabama.
Oh, yeah, okay. I was going to say because Alabama just started their third party.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
then what's he bitching about?
Well, see, and that's the thing.
Because they're behind.
Yeah, because the rules that Alabama had was different than these, and their rules are actually more lenient than what other states are.
I mean, is Miss Terry out of town or something? Like, what led to this?
What made him get so loose like this? Loose lips.
Yeah.
About to sink his own ship.
Auburn, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Missouri, South Carolina, Tennessee all had theirs set.
Oh, there you go.
So now Alabama's joining in. Finally.
Coach Gus Malzahn on Twitter. Just got on Twitter for the first time today. Did I miss anything?
Oh, my gosh. Gus is hilarious.
Just tapping in.
Just
waking up and tapping in.
Just like, hey, let me just poke the bear real quick. Hold on.
Anybody see me?
Hold on.
Literally. I mean, Lane Kiffin was on Twitter today responding to people.
Yeah, well,
quite
that's
a bit.
Shocker.
Yeah, he couldn't wait. He couldn't wait. Like you said, he walked out the principal's office when they was sitting there.
Looked at him, was like, first time?
Yeah. Been there.
Got a phone ready for you.
Boys are next. Do you think Lane Kiffin literally popped popcorn when he saw this story?
Yes. Yes.
He was so excited.
Without question.
Because, he's just going to poke every bear and then talk about it at the SEC spring meetings coming up in, 4 days?
Yes.
Like, not even, right?
Be a talking point for him.
Oh, my gosh. It's going to be so fun. Are they going to put him on different sides of the room? I mean, did you hear Jimbo? I'm not afraid of confrontation.
Yeah, I know.
He's like the small, scrappy guy, right?
Do you shake everybody's hand but his?
Oh, I bet he is up in his face immediately.
Yeah, I think he shakes his
until
hand
Sankey's
yeah.
like, listen.
Yeah, come on, y'all.
He's a little bit aggressive with that handshake, to be honest.
Yeah.
He'll at least shoot him a look.
You got to. They,
at the very least.
They're basketball teammates.
There's no way Jimbo Fisher is going to keep his mouth shut.
What if they just started fighting? Like, just started throwing?
Who's your money on?
Jimbo.
Oh,
too.
for sure.
100% Jimbo.
100%
Nick will
Jimbo.
be looking for somebody to come swing for him.
I mean, I'm not underestimating. I
He'll
will
bite.
never
He
underestimate
bite.
Nick Saban.
He bite. I don't think he got to swing.
But Jimbo is like when that thing goes off in your
Yeah.
head
It ain't no
and
pulling
you
them
can't
off.
control
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
That's Jimbo.
It's the crazy guy. It's the guy that can get the craziest that wins the fight, right?
Yep.
I know what that feeling is.
Yeah. I mean,
Telling
with
you.
Nick, I'm with Slay. With Nick, like these dudes in dark suits would
Yeah.
pop out from behind the bushes.
Yeah. Yeah. Take
Get
care of
him.
this.
Yeah. Just
Take care of this peon.
I mean, I once saw Hope Hines like take his watch off, and I was like, okay.
It's real.
Y'all, I will
Because
never forget that.
he knows he's about to win because he's saving his watch.
Yeah. Take this off. Let's scuff this.
I mean, that was
Hope
in the
Hines.
Titans locker room. I was
wish I would've
standing
seen
right
that.
there. Joe Dubin videoed all of it. It's
I
on
wish I would've
video
seen that.
somewhere.
Big
we need
Joe.
to go dig that out.
Big
That was hilarious.
Joe.
I would love to see that.
My money is definitely on Hope Hines there. Good
3HL
Lord.
after party coming up next, and we'll be back at it tomorrow. Listen to the Zone all day. Tomorrow's Friday. I mean, let's let loose. Trash Talk Friday on 3HL coming
Just let
up
loose.
tomorrow. Later, y'all. God bless.
See ya.